Hyperbile. My e-cig is dead today. That is not gonna be great. I think the lack of nicotine is gonna probably show. Oh yeah, maybe it was not a bad idea, yeah. But I don't know. We've played the start already, which is the most important part, I feel like, and a lot of people missed it. But I noticed some people watch the VODs. Hey Samuel. As long as you resist the real cigarettes, I will. I don't even have any here. I haven't had a pack since whatever. Since I quit my last job, actually. Because there usually it was really simple to get back into it. Makes me regret my life's decision. I bet you it's here somewhere. I haven't drank it yet and Kay doesn't like it, so I could find it. It exists. But if anything, that would make me want to smoke more. Just to, you know, have a cigarette before we get executed, sort of deal. Which I could have, maybe, went to the shop and picked myself the one-use e-cig, but it's too late. And I started the stream, so that idea is dead. Spiker soda. Kate wouldn't like that. Should be very angry for that. You know, the beta guys have to spike their women's drink with drugs to make them hang out. The true shads only do it with licorice. So that they get fucking stabbed. Something. What's today? Today's Monday. In 2 days I should have some news about new job as well. And it's possible that they'll, you know, even check maybe this stream or some of my VODs. I hope they don't find anything too bad. But yeah, so I'll probably have some news soon. Not sure what to say. It's not like what I would absolutely, like, you know, die for, like, oh, I wanted to do this, oh no, but it's gonna get a shot. Okay, start a game. Which you will have to excuse a little bit until it gets captured. Hopefully that's gonna come off without a hitch. I also need to move chat. Chat is currently blocked. Don't panic. Just bring it out like so. And now we'll see if the capture works till since last time. Anything right about series good? Yeah, it is. For sure. But it's not like, again, I don't hate it. I think it would be a good job to have. It's just, I was hoping maybe I could get some sort of job in the industry instead of something different. You know, but that's just hard. So I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna tell you what I think about it, which that is exactly what I'm telling you. I wish it was in the industry instead, but no big deal. Alright, so playing KCD with mods. If you want the mods, I did write a mod list in the 5th part on YouTube, so you know, you can catch it there. Playing KCD 1, of course, 2 has been just recently announced. I have no memory of where we left off, so I'm just gonna be loading into it and seeing what we have. That's right, we ended up here because the quest is bugged. Unless the loading helped it. No, it didn't. So, this is a problem. We have a quest. This quest is completely bugged and we cannot proceed with it. Let me check. To service, House of God. Try to find it. I don't actually see it. No, Aquaria is surely not. Playing with the devil. Oh yes, that's the Ujit's quest we had last time and we can't even do that. Well, you know, the hope is it might reset eventually, so we'll just keep it as is. Hey, Super Cheese, welcome. Cheese girls be praised, yes. And then he's come to see us. He did not even come to murder us, which is nice. Right, we have many quests to do. I need to kind of focus on the basics though, like get some of this out of the way. I feel like I can't, this is bugged, so I have to leave it in. We could do this. At your service, my lady. Bring the horse from Ujits. Yeah. Alternatively, I really don't want to do that yet because I would rather get the stuff from the other places first. So do we have anything else close by? Take us thieves, bring Waffen ropes to Wojciech. Right, I did steal them, I think. So that's a quest we could finish and it is taking up our inventory space, I think. So that's not a bad idea, let's go ahead and do that. So how are we gonna get there, is the question. Okay, I haven't played in a while, so I'm gonna be completely lost again. While navigating the map, but it's kind of the joy of playing hardcore. Right, so we want to go here. We could go towards Neuhof and then follow the stream, sort of. So, to get to Neuhof, we need to go through the forest, so across nearby the stable and go into the woods and keep going just straight until we reach about here, and then we cross this along the stream to the mill. I think that's good. Something that could happen, of course, we could get ambushed. Also, I will check my inventory. I think I didn't try to break the economy of the game. I actually have a mod that's rebalancing the economy, making it harder. But I feel like we are pretty well off. Like, I don't have the best gear there is in the game. Not by a long shot, but this is decent. Like, this cuirass is leaving something to be desired for sure. But yeah, a lot of it is not terrible. What's our current food? Oh yeah, we are kind of hungry, so let's eat these onions. And I guess we could eat this dried fruit. Could buy some more food, I suppose. Good the money.
My God, what happened to you?
I'm not sure if this Czech equivalent got mit uns. Bůh s námi. Pán Bůh s tebou. This kind of thing, but it's no longer used. Like, I actually had to think about that because Bohemia is, or sorry, Czechia is one of the biggest atheist states in Europe. So, you know, in stark contrast to something like Poland, people here don't really say these things anymore. Looking for the local groom. Really? Well, I could say that, so we get some Swedish XP.
Where can I find him?
But
If
I
he
think
isn't in
that's,
the
yeah.
stables, then I have no idea where he's got to.
That's what the quest with the horse. It's fine. Let's go ahead and talk again. Get us some food. And what do we buy? I feel like buying something that restores energy is always the best option. Something like these onions. Get all of it. Perhaps a couple of radishes. It's a bit expensive, but we've got the money, I think. Let's go ahead and top it off. What's the current time, anyway? It's morning, which is perfect. Do we have any garbage on the horse? No. Okay, well, everything seems to be in order. Just the one thing that made me angry was this quest is bugged and we cannot proceed with it, which is a bit unfortunate because we just finished it. And I can't literally just do the last conversation. Which, you know, not great, but that kind of happens when you mod the game, usually. But I didn't modify anything about quests, really, so... Why would it break? Because of that, I have no idea. But we'll just have to accept it. Maybe later we'll be able to talk to him. Oh yeah, Verba made a cake. Cake looked good. I like marzipan. I like cake. Kate doesn't like marzipan, but looked good. So it was like Swedish, special Swedish cake. I guess it was. In here we borrowed a lot of cake recipes. I think there's like not many super like Czech cakes. Usually we would also have that in other places. It's not like exclusive. Going to translate the recipe. Yeah. I think you talked about that. Should really create a channel like a recipe book or something, even though I know many channels is bad. I feel like just, you know, not talk there and just having the recipes easy to find. Because a lot of people don't even know about the pin, right? We pinned them, but then a lot of people don't even know to click on that button and look for it. So perhaps it wouldn't be the worst idea to do that. Also, I'm not following the road, which is ill-advised. But I feel like it's fine. We can probably find what we are looking for. There's something over here. This could be a secret. It doesn't look like a secret. Oh no, it is. There's a box, but I don't seem to be able to interact with it. That's a little unfortunate. Is it really? Make a forum for it. Is it revoke? Oh yeah. I mean, you could do it, right? You have the permissions. But yes, I could do it as well. Swedish princess cake. Only the lid was marzipan. So even if it's not your favorite, it's just a small part of the cake, right? Okay, thanks. Then you can, you know, copy paste the stuff that was already posted. I think it would be good to expand the Discord into some more real stuff, real life stuff as well. Especially since we might have less streams soon. It's good to have people something to talk about. And, you know, in this case, it's even useful. It's not just nonsense, which is always good. Are there bad people in the camp? No. This is where Capon was held, I think. Didn't we have a problem breaking into that chest? Let's take a look at it. No, we did loot it. Okay. Well, that's a bit unfortunate because where is this camp? Is it this one or is it this one? I think it's this one. But I could be wrong. We literally came through here. I think we should be going more this way. It's gonna be pretty hard to judge though. the smart as I am, I didn't follow the road. Which is not very good. Let's see if I get completely and utterly hopelessly lost. That's what happens often in the hardcore version, unless you know the map like your boots. And even if you do, there are some places that just look the same. So yeah, especially forests can be a lot of fun trying to find a way. But I do enjoy it.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go and we'll see what we find. And I know that's not necessarily the greatest solution, but you know, maybe it's gonna bring us to something good. Okay, so we ended up at the river. Is that the case? I actually think we are spot on. This is the woodcutter camp or charcoal burner camp. Yep. Okay. So if we cross the river, let's check. I believe that was here. So we came from this path, now we are here. If we follow this road straight ahead and then follow the stream to the right, we should be fine. But which road was it? Is it this one or that one? I think it's this one. But I could be wrong on that. Horsemanship. Okay. Do you think the famous Jan Hus will make an appearance in KCD 2? What is the time frame? 1416? Yeah. I mean, surely it's gonna be the Hussite Wars, right? So surely there's gonna be something going on with that. But at the same time, I'm a bit worried about KCD 2 because I don't know if Warhorse is the same studio that made this anymore. Hey Frank, you're welcome. Do you have some inside knowledge with your ability to watch YouTube and check that KCD is coming? I did kind of predict it when we started this. I was thinking we will see it soon, but there wasn't much information here. They are essentially like, you know, they are Czech studio, but they also have some foreigners working for them, and they generally aim for the international market. Because even this game, KCD 1, came out in English without Czech dubbing at first. And I respect that. I don't have an issue with that, and I actually can't play the game in Czech because I'm so used to the English version. But yeah, I didn't know, like, you know, for certain that anything was coming. Drinking habit. Yeah, we don't want any of the alcoholism perks. They're pretty terrible. But we do have a horsemanship perk, Knight. That's if you want to do mounted combat. Okay. Warhorse. He doesn't shy away from enemies, and that's good because usually that's what causes you to. He freaks out and throws you off, and that's when you get jumped, right? By the bad people. So this way it shouldn't happen anymore. Unless he gets hit directly. They focus a lot on fighting in the trailer, but they did that for the first game as well. Yeah, I think some people didn't like the combat system in KCD 1, and it is true that it is a little bit niche in that, especially with group fights, it can get really annoying. So they probably streamlined that, but I didn't hate it even here, like, you know. As different as it is from any other game ever, I don't think in a bad way. It's just that it takes a while to get used to it. And that's kind of the biggest issue, because that is, you could say, a learning curve with it. And this game does have that learning curve be a little bit punishing. We are here right now. There are quests we could do later here, but I'm not gonna bother just yet. So if we are here, we need to go through the meadows. We could actually follow the tree line, more or less. This is the inn. There's also so many herbs. As I go, I see a lot of the money we could have, but we could absolutely destroy the economy of the game if we do that, so I'm not gonna do that anymore. I think the only case where I will do alchemy is probably to gather ingredients for making my own potions, but not for, like, bulk selling, unless we are broke. Which, you know, that could happen. It was leaked when they made that promo video in Kutna Horror and Czech YouTuber scene. Well, I don't follow Czech YouTuber scene, so I really didn't know. Okay, there's a hunting site. We don't really care, but what I care about is some of these landmarks.
Yeah.
And we've got a camp. Yeah, that's right. That's for later.
Yeah.
Yeah, so many quests in this game. We do have the best horse, though, in the game, which I really like. Especially once we give him proper horse equipment, he's gonna be even better. Alright, I promise not to deal in herbal supplements unless I'm broke. Yeah. Interesting how that flips the situation on his head, isn't it? But don't quote it in like any relevance to real life stuff. I promise. It's not my thing. It really is not. Jump over. We don't want that. But, you know, if I see plants that are rare and we want them later, I will take them. Open. We found a goblet, some money, and armor. That's right, so charisma potion. Well, I can take it, we can sell it. Also, what's our sword? Is that a Herod sword? It's probably the Herod sword, which is for cutting. Yep. This thing's expensive. It's not the best sword by any stretch in the game, but it's pretty okay for what it is. Herbal supplement sounds illegal. Well, I know for a fact in Germany no longer, right? You had that change. Herb Paris, isn't it something we wanted? I will take it. Let's put it on the horse. Oh, there's a skull. I didn't notice that. This Henry is so desensitized to violence. Just like, oh yeah, it's just, you know. There are people here. How do you know? They are still around. Just not in the intact shape. Hardly, it's all natural and organic. And also highly illegal. It even has a watermark. No, you know, think of it what you will. I'm not gonna tell you what's right or wrong. I just know that I don't like it, and I don't use it, and I don't encourage it, because I have friends who use it daily, and it's very apparent. Well, friends, people who are the same age. We went to kindergarten together, and you know, grade school, and then we split paths, and then they're doing something else with their life.
Yeah.
Okay. We should make a save soon, because I'm very worried we'll just like fall off a cliff and die, as that has happened before, and it was very punishing. So I'd like to not do that. But saving costs money, of course. You don't have infinite amount of serious schnapses. Dealing is still legal. Smoking growing up these plants isn't in Germany. Yeah, I have heard that. So can you also like buy it from like a pharmacy or whatever? So I suspect, isn't it about money? Doesn't the government want money from it? Isn't the idea to put it out of black market and onto the normal one? It's not just you can produce it yourself, but like you could just buy it, right? And also, I think German legislature is going to adjust to allow small amount of THC in your blood when you drive, which, I don't know, here it would probably result in people abusing it. In Germany, maybe not, because Germany does have a similar law to alcohol. In here, it's so minuscule amount of alcohol you can have in your blood that it's almost nothing. While in Germany, you can actually have 0.2, I don't know what that's called, promille, which is like, you know, how big of a part of your blood is just pure booze. And Germans have 0.2, which is equivalent to like having a beer, I think. Remember, the dealers can't collect that yet. That? What is that? I'm not familiar with that. What to tell me? Oh, we made it. You see, we found a mill, and it didn't even take fucking forever. Good. I'm gonna just quickly get this nest, if we can. Where is it? There you go. Would be nice to train some archer as well today. We'll see. Ring, silver. Good. Can I get my arrow back? Thank you. You just leave the horse. Do we have, yeah, keg. Sales tax, that's right, value added tax. Utopia is still far away, frankly. I don't know, you know, depends what your version of Utopia is, because it's like every person imagines Utopia differently.
Yeah.
Something that's Utopia to me would not necessarily be Utopia to you or other people. So it's, you know, these things are kind of individual. But I think there are some, like, there's some common ground for sure. But likely not with everything.
I've done as you asked.
Excellent, Henry. I look forward to the latest news from Talmberg. I hope Captain Robart rubs the commander's nose right in it.
Okay.
Have you got any more jobs for me?
Of course. You're just in time. I could do with a horse, and since I'm setting the task, I'll go further. I'd like a strong stallion direct from the Merhoyed stables.
Now, that's no mean feat you're asking.
As well I know, and well I'll pay.
We'll do this quest, but yeah,
Steal
it's
that
stealing.
for you, but the rewards had better be worth it.
Don't worry, but you'd best not come back with some old nag.
Take care now.
Did we receive anything for this? I hope so. So we could sell him garbage, I think. We got some garbage.
I've got some goods
There we
here
go.
these owners might
Also,
want.
yeah, he sells a book about lockpicking. Very important. Utopia for the tax man, where you can tax illegal things, air, water, and thoughts. Yeah. Oh, you just had a brilliant idea. Yeah, that will be $10. Treasure map. I'm gonna spend a lot on this, but I think it's worth it. Let's see. Does he buy garbage? I've got garbage, I think. Goblet, there we go. I've got the ring as well. It was good to avoid politics, didn't it? Go. I'm sorry, Sam. Oh, we got plenty of lockpicks. Let's sell like 10 of these. That's fine. You don't have to talk about it, it's fine. I didn't want to. But I'm also okay with it. Like, it's not something completely ridiculous for Twitch to talk about. But it's not a nice topic. For sure. I'm gonna just quickly get myself a minute. Because I need to just quickly get something. So in the meantime, you can have StarCraft music. X-Men died. Thanks. To me last week, too soon. Right. Yeah. Text time is still fresh in your memory. I've got something special. You know what this is? It's not worms. This is Slovakian cheese. It's like, do Americans have this? String cheese, yeah, string cheese. But it's usually made with goat milk, and I like the there's like, you could have smoked string cheese. I don't like that. I like the vanilla, like whatever you would call it. Natural, I think. Comes in a pack like this. I'm not sure if it's even visible on stream, but it's a big pack. So I'm gonna have a couple of strings. Let us set up quarterly estimates for the next year. Yeah. That sounds great. Alright, let's play some KCD. So we are on the horse, we picked up another quest. Now we need to decide where do we go next. That is a question. We can do that later. That is a camp near Talmberg. I don't want to do that right now, but it would feel natural to do it, I guess. Nest of Vipers, that's a main quest. We'll wait for the main quest, I can't really do that yet. Tell the parish priest, yes, we already had that. Courtship. Go and see Teresa the Mill Wench before noon. I need to do this at some point as well. House of God. Monastery, that's a whole new city we need to go to. Sasau. At your service, my lady, is also kinda along Aquarius. Talk to the people who are interested in jobs. This is a boring one, we'll have to do it at some point. Sport of Kings, Settlers Dappled Grey, right? That's not what we want right now, but it's a race. It's a race quest, but I don't think we have the perk points for it yet. Because the more you get in riding, the better and easier it is, and it can get relatively hard. So I don't know. Is it something we could do right now? I actually think we might. Just try and do it, so I don't have to do it later. Okay, we go up. Because there's Neuhof if we continue going this way, I think. We could also get ambushed. I think this place is usually where you can get ambushed.
Yeah.
You'll see. If we do get ambushed, it could be pretty risky. We haven't saved in a while. What's our current saber snaps, by the way? 3. Not great, but could be worse. Some bandits live in the woods. We'll rules a few times and understood the course and the choke points. Yep, it's not good. It's similar to other games though that have races in them. So I don't actually think it's as bad as it like feels at the start. It's just you need to kind of understand that there's a checkpoint system and whatnot. But it's definitely not good. I would not say it's good. What is this? I just get easily distracted. Is this where the herb woman lives? Yeah, it is. We actually have a quest done. Let's do it. We need to do this. This is gonna be important. You. Also, what do we need?
Especially in these dark times. Can I do something for you?
Okay. I would like some herbs for others. Belladonna is what we need for making saber synopsis, I think, and it's much cheaper that way. We need some nettles. I guess I'm gonna buy nettles, even though you can probably find them outside. Treasure map. Tempted. Just get it. And then recipes. We don't really care too much. Grasses and herbs. I don't need herbalism skill book. We already know everything there is, almost. Can I sell her anything? No, she doesn't buy anything. That's a bit unfortunate. Okay, she's gonna let me cook. We need to cook. What do we cook? So it's 1 nettle, 2 belladonna, and you prepare wine. Boil the nettles, grind belladonna, and drop belladonna in. And then boil it for another turn, right? Okay, so let's prepare wine. I know this is gonna be a bit boring, but I need to do this. Self-employed in the US is fun. You basically exist as an undercommitted worker, and you always get to explain 1. No, I have no paycheck, and 2, I get paid an hourly wage, and 3, it varies throughout the year, and after an hour of explaining it, they tell you 4, make up a number. Yeah. Doesn't sound fun at all. Make an alternative projections depending on who wins in November. What? 2 alternative. All right. Okay, let's get into nettle. Go into the cauldron. Cook. Let's get some belladonna. Put it into the mortar. And another one. US election November, right. Let's grind this. Info you give, the worse it gets. Just make a number up and reconcile it, right, bro? That's unfortunate. It's so like hard to actually comply with what they want. It's like that's the worst. Because wouldn't you want to make it as simple as possible so people can get accurate estimates and like pay what they're due easily, at least? I would think so, but yeah. As every socialist government, the American government is clearly going after bourgeoisie. No, it's a joke, of course. Let's hope that does not happen ever, because that would be terrible. But yeah, because I think this law has been in place for like a long time, so it's not necessarily tied to anyone currently. No complicated tax codes benefit those who can manipulate the complexities. Oh yeah, that's correct. That is absolutely correct, because there's absolutely someone who does benefit from this. You need to ask yourself, who benefits? Those people who pay their lawyers to not have to pay taxes benefit. While, you know, as with everything else, the common people have to suffer the repercussions of having such a system that is terrible. But I fully suspect that we have, like, our system, I think it's not as bad as that, at least from how it sounds, but it's not good. I can tell you that. Okay, so did we come up the right way? If I have it correct, yeah, we are near Neuhof. This is Neuhof, I think. Which is what we need. Yes, we want to do that quest with the race, but I also need to save my game really bad. So that's gonna be expensive. Because we made like 1 saver snaps, and then I basically called it, yeah. Should have maybe made slightly more, because I know it's annoying and it's not very fun, but it's something we have to have. It's very vital. But 1 is good, at least it offsets the cost. Can I move these on the horse? Thank you. Kubono, yeah. It is one of the things that you should ask when you investigate something. Oh, that's what is taught here. We did do the quest. Where's the horse? Do you give me the horse? Yes. This is the horse. It's not a very good horse, but we need to bring it to other places. Bring the dapple grey horse to Taumburg stables. Right. So Taumburg. We are currently in Neuhof and we are here. So Talmberg is a bit... Well, it's not very simple. You need to take multiple paths. Unless we were to go to the inn, which kind of simplifies it a lot. Let's aim for the inn, which means going this way, I think. Right? Right? Yeah. If we make it to the inn, from there it's relatively simple. Thermopolium recipe book is live. Thank you, Furby. Finally exercising some of those snazzy powers you got. One thing that was announced is the smithing minigame in KCD 2, similar to Alchemy in KCD. Yeah, some people love it, some people hate it regarding Alchemy in 1. I would see the same thing in 2. You know, some people will not like it, some people will like it. But it's good that... it is good that they added it since people are asking for it, and I think it makes sense to have. But you can't please everyone. So like I fully suspect some people complaining about that in the future. Something else to talk about? Yeah, no, I don't want to really get into many details on KCD2 because there's something I know about and something I really shouldn't talk about on Twitch. Yet it makes me mad, and I actually think that will be a big detriment to the game. People complain about the combat system. Yeah, I mean, you know, if you don't like the combat system, then sorry, but you don't like KCD. You kind of have to learn to enjoy it, though. So, like, I get where people are coming from, who can't really, like, do it well. And that's what's frustrating. But, you need to realize this is the only, like, thing that makes the game, like, super different from other RPGs. Especially with, it goes with realism. So, like, many games just don't, and they invent their own shit. KCD tries to be as realistic as possible without being an absolute ass of a game. Because if you went with pure realism, it would be an ass of a game. It would be very unenjoyable to play. So there needs to be some balance. But this game goes more in a direction of accuracy rather than just, you know, short-term, quick endorphins kind of gameplay. Which doesn't really correspond well with today's audience. As you might know, people seek very quick gratifications. Where's the nest? I saw a nest. There you go. I'll have the arrow. And a necklace for 1k. That was a very good nest. Solution is... to that is that you will not have master strokes with warhammers and maces. Just go plow. The master strikes in general, I would say, are actually a detriment to the game. Like, I can live with it being there, but it's just, you know, once you learn it, before you learn it, you could have had perfect timings, it never happens. Once you learn it, even kind of suboptimal timings result in you executing such moves, and the AI does it all the time, especially in hardcore. So I actually think it's like one of the most unfair things in the game, but it's fine. I enjoy just wailing away. I don't actually like the master strokes because they feel unfair. Even when you do them, it feels like it's unfair and you didn't actually, you know, earn it against the AI when you smack it. Because you haven't hit it, you just, you know, you got lucky, essentially. That's what it's about. And I don't like that in my games, but I can live with it in this one. Because I learned how to kind of live with it, but I would not say it's necessarily a good thing to have. It's actually one of the worst things that are in the game. Also, we could get rid of that human camp since we are here, but no. Also, there are humans. We'll murder them. Are these bandits? These are bandits against humans. Let them fight. I'll snipe some of them. Some good archer XP never hurts. But they're going into the freaking forest, which is gonna be rather annoying. But our arrows are just shrekking them completely. What are I gonna do? Duel? Archer duel? Well, we'll see then. Archies. I did get hit, I think, but it didn't really do much to me. I think they still exist, but they kinda ran away. Okay. Yeah, I heard some talking. We'll see. There you go. Bad people are back. If it's cumin, it ain't human. It is legal to take them out. The game says so. Don't question it. Okay, I missed that. He's going after me with a fist. Okay. No, I don't think so. No one gives up. They do just kind of run away with an arrow in his chest. I guess it's fine. He can do that. Let's check. Long distance arrows? These are very good arrows that we found. I'm not gonna take the absolute garbage. But there's a lot of things that are valuable, of course. So we will take that. We still need money. I don't have the best gear in the game yet. So we actually need to replace almost everything. So that will still be valuable. Gambeson. Very heavy. Doesn't pay quite as much. But we have the capacity on the horse, I think. So we will take that. Some bread. Some gauntlets. They could actually have better stuff than I have in some instances. As I mentioned, I don't have the best yet. And also, eventually we'll need so much money for Przemyslowiec. It's gonna be ridiculous. There's a lot of corpses. Okay. Sniped. Yeah, I actually like Archer in this game. It's just hard to level it up. Because, well, you know, it's KCD. And its Archer system is relatively unforgiving to learn. Especially when it says, oh, you know nothing about what a bow is. Here, hunt rabbit. In Soviet KCD, the rabbit hunts you because that's what happens to most people, even me. It's very hard to hit them eventually. Sorry, initially, because, you know, they are very small. And you know nothing about what a bow is. And these two things together combine into the masochism that is rabbit hunting in early game. Yeah, it didn't quite come off, did it? Wasn't that quote ad? Like, it's some sort of weird command like that. I don't remember exactly, but I think so. This is a Knight Gambison, but we do already have it, I think. Or, you know, equivalent. But a good check, of course. We'll be rich from this. I didn't even, like, this was not like a hard fight or anything. Just kind of capitalize on people being inept and getting slaughtered. Okay, let's go ahead and stockpile some of our stuff on the horse. Very good bow, yes. But we do have a... Oh, also, our damage is insane because this bow I have, it is in fact a cumin bow. Let's take better arrows as well. Yeah, so we've got a good bow last save, and I forgot, and that actually makes like a huge difference in this. It is a cumin bow, which normally would say, ah, cumin garbage, and it is, but in case of the bows, they're actually pretty good. So, better than whatever other bow I could really handle at this point. But I feel like we've just kind of, you know, we got very powerful even now, actually. We didn't like cap the skill tree yet or anything like that, but it would probably happen before we do all the quests. And that's a problem, because that would feel like it's pointless, you know. Necklace is light, that's fine. Put these in, and I've got some other garbage. It's fine. Just have it. I could search this bush if there is any other bad people in here. Also, there might be a camp. I need to be very careful. We do not want to run into another camp right now. Let's just come back, search the corpses, because they could despawn as well. I suspect that dude we shot is probably going to probably going to still be knocked out somewhere in there, but where, I have no idea. We sniped this guy, right? Let's go with this. Oh, I actually know, yeah, it's Steam Labs. The chatbot, it needs to be up so it works. Let me try to fix it. This is gonna be a minute. Might need to approval again. It's loading, so let's see. I don't even know if I murdered these people. It's probably just they were here as a, like, the encounter spawned in. Looks fine. I think it is actually fine. It does not require further permission, so now it should work. Another corpse. Also, there's a polearm. We don't care about polearms. We'll be so overloaded. Okay, some of this is certainly heavy. I think I might be overloaded still. But we are putting things on our horse and we're actually not riding the horse. I'm not sure if we actually are on a quest to use this horse instead. Where is it? It's that one, isn't it? No, that one. Yeah. So I don't know, we should stop by and sell some of this in Talmberg. That is, the innkeeper usually buys like all of it. But I need to use this horse. The other one. Let's check if we can stockpile this on the horse. We got loads of stuff. Sabers, shield, armor. Armor is the bigger culprit, I think, in the weight department. Yep. We're actually within limit already, so I might just, you know, hang on to this. You don't want pole arms, you want check arms. Yes. Clearly. But without a joke, pole arms very popular during high medieval times as battlefield weapons. I think we talked about it. Why that happened is kind of because, you know, armor advancement was such that you didn't no longer need to rely on shields all the time, and so it resulted in more people just, you know, opting to not use shields.
Friend, come closer.
This is an event.
I have an enticing offer for you.
Mercenary. Is that an ambush?
What's the matter?
I have a proposal for you. A wager.
I'm listening.
I don't remember this.
A little friendly combat. Just the two of us.
So duel.
Who are you, anyway? And what do you do?
Merchants hire me for protection. That's all you need to know. Would you dare to face me?
We can have a duel.
Alright, why not?
But I might kill
You
it
have
by
it
mistake. Need to be careful.
Well,
We do, yeah.
Surely you didn't imagine we would fight just for the glory of it.
50. Yeah.
right, I have.
I'm glad to hear it. Let's get to it then.
Okay. Dude's dead. That's what I thought. Or is he knocked out? He's just knocked out. I don't want to rob him. I just like to have the reward, but I don't think he's gonna wake up anytime soon. He will wake up eventually if you just leave him. Alright, let's take a look. Does he have money? Yeah, well, not even what I betted. But I'm gonna take his money and just, you know, leave him. I don't care. We did lose money, effectively, from doing that. Some friendly duel. Mark Knowles' blood-sponsored sword. Yeah. It was very friendly, the duel. So much so that he suffered permanent brain damage. It's fine. We need to repair. My legs are damaged too much. It's not good. Cobbler. Tailor's kit. Tailor's kit always suffers the most. Alright. I'm just gonna leave him here. It's a bit of a waste, but... Oh, he's coming to his senses.
Not my day. Here, take your coin and run along.
And that's it? I'm not gonna... Do not want your sword back? What is it? Tumper. Well, I don't need it. You can keep it. It's fine. But that's a little bit retarded. Okay. Burned out farm. Really? What is this? No memory of this place. I guess it's this. If you keep heading this way, probably head to the mill. This is gonna be relevant for one of the DLCs, I think. But I'm not certain. Haven't played that one in a long time. Actually, I only completed it once, I think. So I think the DLC is Band of Bastards, where you help mercenaries. Yeah, there's the mill. I really don't want to fight more bandits, but if necessary we will. There are a lot of humans in this forest, by the way. I just didn't even start to clear it out yet. But eventually we will probably have to do that. We are in Talmberg, good. We should talk to the innkeeper. Also, there is a dude. He wants some skins. What is this quest? The skin. What is it? What is it? Boar skin. Okay. We could stockpile the one I have. I have one because we looted one.
Yeah.
Could keep it in the inn for now, or on the horse. Let's go to the inn. It will also be good to take a bath, but you know as it is, you get dirty pretty much immediately. Which is a bit annoying.
God preserve you, good night. Can I do something for you?
I'd like to make use of the bathhouse's services.
So, what are you...
Proper bath. And my clothes need washing.
As you wish. Do you have the coin?
I think it's 10 or something, yeah.
Fine. Here it is.
I'm sure you'll be extremely satisfied. Take care.
You'll see. Oh yeah, they added, at some point they added people sing. That wasn't part of the game when I last played it. Sometimes you hear people singing. Sure, it's not terrible. I'm not sure about the accuracy of that though. Because I'm certain I heard like a Moravian thing, which I'm pretty sure it's from like later. But, who knows. Sidekick's horse. Move stuff to the inventory. Not the herbs.
God save you.
Trade, sell. Bandage, let's sell most of these. Plate reinforced. How much armor does it give? A lot verse, yeah. Let's just sell that. Better hunting arrows. I mean, I would like some, but they're not necessary. We have the ordinary arrows and the long distance ones, so let's just sell these. Carpenter axe. Yeah, I think Gambison was exactly the same as the one we found, so no reason to keep that. liquor. We could sell some bacon. Bacon would probably go bad, or I could eat it. Some bread. We actually found a lot of food. I'm gonna sell the pretzels. So I don't think we could eat it, but Henry is getting a little bit hungry, so we should like give him something. Make sure we sell all these. Getting to a decent amount of money already. This almost has as much armor as my helmet. Just goes to show how not great this helmet is. Alright. We want the boar hide, the hare hide, that's for quests. So some of these pants. Some might say, Henry is a gene stealer. Chaucer's short brigandine, Chaucer's actually the same thing I'm using, just not as damaged. So sell the damaged ones. And another necklace you can get rid of. Charisma potion, not really super useful. Boar tusks. There you go. Sabers. Shields. Slippers. And spurs. Some lockpicks, I guess. Just got loads of money, okay. Let's check the armor. Good that. It is time to do the quest, but first we should rent a room so we can save the game. Also, let's check with the quests.
Getting on? Is it peaceful here?
You even have to ask. You're that lad from Scallets, ain't you? It is you, ain't it? Well, you ought to ask folk in Rovna how they're doing. Some of them come here for an ale now and again, and they don't look too happy.
Is there somewhere I could sleep here?
Aye, there's room here. For how long?
What if you do permanent
How
room?
about if I pay you for several nights?
Sure, let's see your coin first.
200 or?
Times.
200 is a lot. But we'll be renting here often. I'm just gonna do one time.
I'll have to think it over.
Suit yourself. Certain. For how long?
Just the one night?
Sure. Let's...
2, yeah, you would have to sleep here 100 times to pay that off. You're not gonna sleep here 100 times.
There you go.
So it's not worth doing. It's just maybe like less micro, I guess. Because you pay for the fact you don't have to talk to him constantly. But talking to him constantly gives you speech and main level. So it is actually like, you know, good. Let's check this. Scholar, infamous local hero. You should be hero, yeah. I don't think these other ones are so important because you do get punished for picking one of this. If you go to jail, you get jailed longer. But that's not really happening to me anyway, so it's fine. I'm doing an honorable playthrough. Let me check out. I noticed you played some KCD recently. Steam ratted you out. How did you do? Let's move this. The treasure maps. Defense? No, we don't weapon cruncher. Would be pretty terrible. Hey, Clarwalk. Getting my fixed KCD2 concept. Yeah. What's the nourishment? Not great. Let's eat some of this. Just a normal man eats 15 onions and then goes to sleep for an hour. I don't know. Come up. You have to think about buying new PC for that one, yeah. It looked like it with the battle size and all that. It will be more demanding, unless they like did some optimization magic. But this game can get choppy, so who knows? Question is, do you want to make Panini and play a medieval PC game at the same time? If you answered yes, then no need to invest into a new PC. But only you can prevent house fires, so then again, probably not worth it. Okay, go to horse. Where are we supposed to go with the horse? Into Talmberg courtyard, right? Yep. I hope that save worked, because this could be really bad if we fail the race. There's an old spaghetti western about dude eating lots of onions and beating bad guys. Maybe that it works like that too. I mean, clearly he does.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm supposed to? Oh, I'm just supposed to like bring him to this area, am I?
This
Hey.
one is from Neuhof. Take good care of him for me.
Well, what does this do right now? Should I like talk to someone? Talk to Divish, that's right. He's up, I think. Yep. Usually prays, yeah, he prays like half the day. I will probably burn a save potion. I don't want to redo this if we ever like fail the race or whatever. I don't want to redo that, so I'm gonna just save in here, even though it is expensive. Also, the game lags like crazy. I don't know what's happening. Did it save the video game? No. No, it didn't. Please, just save the game for me. Yes, override this. Can I onion? That one is special. I don't remember seeing that, but it's possible I did.
What business have you?
My lord, I bring greetings from Snow's widow, Zora, mistress of the Neuhof stud farm.
Zora. The poor woman, to lose her husband in such a terrible way. How can I help her?
She sends her respects and would like to ask why you stopped buying horses from her.
I take my horses from Uzits now. It's no reflection on Zora or her people, but it was clear to me after the tragedy at Neuhof that the stud farm would never recover. I'm not inclined to buy my steeds from a stud farm run by a woman. You can understand that, can't you? Being a stable master is a manhood.
Her horses. We have horsemanship, I guess.
The horses! They're beautiful, powerful animals, my lord. Impeccable hooves, strong teeth, clean ears. You certainly won't get any better from Uzits.
You do seem to know a great deal about horses. If what you say is true, then I have an idea. We'll
Doing
hold a
fine.
horse race, and whoever's horse fares
Thanks for asking.
that's who we'll buy from. I hope you
How are
will
you?
carry the Neuhof colors.
It looks that way. I've already bought the horse.
Splendid. Tell my stable master about my decision. Meanwhile, I'll send word to the riders from the other stables around. Let's make a proper show of it. Take care now.
Okay, so do we have to wait, or how does this work? I don't remember this quest. I did it like once because it's arguably not great. Talk to the stable master, right? Is this you? Yeah, it's a
I'm at your
typical
service.
Monday. Yeah,
So Divish has sent me about the
so
race.
not great.
Race?
Yes, I'm to tell you he wants to arrange a horse race. He will send word himself to the other stables and riders in the area.
It's 1 week and I have 2 weeks
So
off.
no
That
one's
sounds
raced
great.
the Talmberg track for ages. And the folk around here could use a bit of excitement. But what's your part in this?
Actually, Mistress Zora sent me. She wants his lordship to start buying her horses again.
Zora? She's from the Neuhof stud, ain't she?
Yes.
I hope with all my heart you win. After what's happened to Zora, she deserves some luck. Do you know the rules of the race?
I don't.
We'll tell you before the start of the race where the poles are and what order you have to reach them in.
Yeah, there are
There's no
checkpoints.
set course, You can take any route you want. Knowing the lie of the land is very important. You must take a ribbon from each pole, and once you have them all, you can ride back. If you're the first one here, then you win. Got it?
I understand.
All right, but a race like that will take some time to arrange. Bring the dappled grey tomorrow to the gate of the Outer Bailey at noon. The start will be there.
Noon.
Right, thanks.
I shouldn't have saved. It's fine. But okay, let's go ahead and take the horse again. We just have to wait. We could sleep, I guess, or read a book, which is important. So let's head to the inn. There we go. It's not the worst horse I've ever had, but it's not good. It's not as good as our horse, so that's a bit unfortunate. Yeah, let's wash ourselves, go ahead, go up. So first we read a book. Sit down. Inventory. I want to read a lockpicking book, I think. Well, I read it in 4 hours. Okay. Still got loads of energy. We don't even have to sleep, but it's the only thing to do. Maybe he could read a little bit more. We'll see. Because he does not need to sleep so long. Rolf St. Nicholas is about stealing, I think. Finish that book. And Primer 2, can we read that now? We can. I should have tried to do more hours of it, but forgot, so I'll have to see. There you go. Now we need to get up and sleep and save the game. Might have to buy some more food in the morning. Something like this will do. Here you can walk. What is happening? We are reading a book and saving the game and sleeping until in the morning we can do a quest about riding a horse race. Which I will likely lose the first time because I don't remember it. And we don't have this the map because we're playing the hardcore version. That's currently happening. Sitting more in such a bad light, you also need glasses. Yeah, if... I think spectacles were really a thing later, like medieval people didn't really know or have glasses. So like you couldn't manufacture a lens that would have that. Even though that's funny to say, because like Romans actually had glass making technology that not even we have today. Because they made some glass with like microparticles that would change color as you pour water or liquid into it. It would recognize oil or water and change color depending on that, which is ridiculous. Let's put this into the trunk. I don't actually know. Maybe we do want them on me. Alright, let's check the food. Some mushrooms. We've got 75 nourishment. We'll have to eat more. It's fine. We can buy more if we need to. Need to take this horse. Superior Roman science. Well, I don't think it was science. It's just technology, really. Because the Romans rejected a lot of science, actually. There are things that... Romans... Allegedly, there was an inventor who came up with something similar to industrial grade steam engine, essentially, and they rejected it because it would destroy their economy, as it would reduce the need for workers almost everywhere a lot, especially in mining and construction. So like, they almost had technology that was essentially on the start of the Industrial Revolution, but they actually murdered the dude, I think. It's like ridiculous, but yeah, you know, those like medieval times in some ways were even worse technologically than ancient times. We need to wait, I think, but do we need to talk to him? Wait for Civ Division other riders. Well, they are here. Time for a horse race, yes. Also, it's time for my OBS to bug out. Can you play this song? 1 second. I'm not sure. As long as it's not copyrighted. 13th century concave lenses from Italy. I don't think that it's impossible. There probably were like a couple of people that had spectacles, but it wasn't common at all. You would get burned at a fucking stake for wearing a pair of those. Sort of a Pol Pot situation. And just for owning glasses you would be executed, sort of like, you know, the socialists do. Yeah, just because of different reasons. Just because of heresy reasons. Horse race, The Legend of Zelda. Okay. It's pretty loud, I'm sorry for it. I wish we would actually have the race though already, which does not seem to be the case. Yeah, we should talk. It's great. Oh jeez. Perfect timing. Yeah. Which map was this again? Like in Momo Farm? It's from Zelda, you know Zelda? Any bets? We could have a bet, but I'm not gonna beat it on the first try. I'm pretty certain, like, if I do, that would be ridiculous. Because I don't remember the checkpoints, and that's kind of vital. It's a prediction. Let's do a minute. Are you about to stop? What? No, we are about to start the race, but it takes a while for all the races to get here. And that's a problem. Because I don't know where they are, but I don't see as many as there should be. So probably wait on like one extra guy or something. Or the game just needs me to advance the time, and I'm very worried that I'll miss it. Actual perfect timing. Yeah, we are gonna We're gonna start. See. Mario Kart map. That's a lot of. That's the reason why these tracks are for streaming, good for streaming. Even though I'm not really playing it as music for myself, or you know. No, but there is a reason why many streamers use that kind of music for a lot of games. Please, can just start. This is the Eurobeat remix of that song, volume warning. Should I play it? It's gonna tear your hair off with the noise. Okay, let's reduce that. Only Valentine was here for that one time, says Weekend. This is different, okay. Maybe wait for the start, so I can deactivate. Yeah, the thing is, it's gonna start playing something else afterwards, and that's potentially copyrighted, so like, I don't want to do that. Also, it hurts me at on physical level. No, I don't think this is as bad as it could be. As far as music goes, but yeah. You know what? I'm not gonna talk about it. It's fine. I don't want to make you upset. Please, just start. No. Oh, there we go. Just no.
Won't decide the winner here today. Horsemanship, knowing the lay of the land, and quick wit will bring victory. But I won't hold these up any longer. Competitors, prepare yourselves. Ready, steady.
I'm gonna die. Where is supposed to go? Talmberg horse race. Pick up ribbon by the dead tree in Ujits. So we need to go to Ujits as fast as possible. Okay. We can use the shortcut through the forest. If it's a shortcut though, like, I don't know. Because it could actually take longer. But I think that it would be worth trying. Trying that. I need to make sure that the music... Okay, well, this is fine. This one can be played. It's a bit of a mess with the KCD music in the mix, but... So to get... Is it nice? No. That's what you deserve. Subjecting me to the Mario Kart music. Oh boy. I think I kind of lost my whole lead there. Well, we'll see. Maybe not. That's Ujits. And they are going through the forest, which is arguably slower, but I also need to only reach the town square. Which I think that's where it is. Tally ho. What does it even mean? Like, that's not English. Is it? It's a fancy way to say... Here we go, or something. They're listening for you to start begging. Yeah. Pleading for my sanity. Do it. Where's the thing? Oh no, they are already here. Where's the thing? By the dead tree. Well, is it this? It's this. Was that the last horseman? Where's the next one? Pick up ribbon at Merhoyet? That's very far away though. That's big distance, not small distance. Okay. Well, nothing to do but try. But my horse is already complaining. Because he's been walking for a long time. And this horse needs a mobility scooter. Maybe I shouldn't feed my horse Diet Pepsi. Pepsi horse. Oh boy. French origin for the phrase related to huntsman with hounds. Okay. Interesting. Because I always thought, like, people in America say that. Why? Maybe I should investigate before I make judgments. So it has an origin. It's not like aliens. It's actual people. Okay. Good. Because to me that sounded like complete nonsense before. And it still does, but at least I know it's from somewhere. Doesn't like that out, I guess. He doesn't like the exhaustion. He's exhausted. Because the horse, again, the horse only eats fries and burgers and drinks Diet Coke. That's his only diet. So, unfortunately, he takes 2 steps out of the stable and then he has a fibrillation. And then he needs to go back. Go, go, go. Stop. Just stop. Okay, it's fine. We'll get more fries once we get home. Am I going the right way to Merhoyed? I hope so. Where is it in Merhoyed that we need to go to, by the way? Oh, it's in the windmill. That's the windmill, not... Okay. Yeah, that's actually not terrible. Apart from the fact it goes straight through forest full of humans. Also... I guess we can have StarCraft music. But the KCD music's getting kinda ridiculous. Let's just cancel the custom music, it's fine. I don't know where the other people are. The competitors. Somehow I doubt this is a shortcut. Trust me. Been here hundreds of times. Oh boy, the Pepsi horse. Go, 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 go. The flag? Do it. Now where to go? Just back? Talmberg, yep. Quarry. Alright. Do it. English used it first during fox hunting, probably. Oh, there we go. We have a lead! Didn't I tell you? Don't worry about it. I know the shortcuts, even though I'm like horribly slow and I'm riding a Pepsi horse. It's still fine, because I actually know where to go, unlike these people. Don't get stuck. The Pepsi horse does not allow for getting stuck much. When was Ferrari invented? It's legal for this series. If you had it, you would get burned by this at the stake for having a car. Stop, Pepsi horse. Stop. Tally ho. Back. Oh, Pepsi horse. Go back to the start. We need to go back, all the way back to the start of the universe. He who controls the Pepsi horse controls the universe. I actually know where to go. Immediately get stuck on a fence. Obviously. But, you know, following roads is not a smart idea when you need to do a race. The hot Pepsi must flow. Yes. Hey, Boomer. Do you yell at a hunt when you've seen the quarry? Right. Are we done? We are done, and I won on the first attempt. Well, joke's on you. It was a bet, and I didn't think that. Did I not have a prediction? Yeah. Well, don't vote on this. I'm sorry. I'm bad at life today, so I'll just not have that. I thought we predicted it, but no. I forgot to give you the power. But honestly, what would you bet on? Would you bet on me beating him on the first try? I wouldn't do that myself. You didn't see it because the prediction was not here. Pepsi horse, yes. It was a very long horse race, yes. You lost notification while he was wandering through. Yeah, no, we won.
Here's our champion, a very impressive rider, truly, and on a horse from Neuhof.
Oh, he wouldn't know because his government doesn't allow him to spend his virtual internet points.
I'd be insane not to. You've proven to me the exceptional nature of her horses. Please send her the news with my greetings.
Thank you, my lord. Thank you.
Greetings. Alright. Well, we need to finish this quest, meaning we need to go to Zora, which means we need to go to Neuhof, which is not super close. Also, he can keep the Pepsi horse. I know we had a bond, but it's all over now. Let's see. So Neuhof, yeah, straight through the forest, and we should wrap this up so that we don't have that quest stuck in the log for a long time. I know it's gonna take a while, but so it is. I'm surprised we won that. I would not have predicted that on the first try. Of course, like, if you get some practice, it's fine, but I literally played this quest like once before, so I don't remember it properly. But I was just heading off the objectives off-road and it worked out, which is good. There could be humans, need to be careful also. Which route is the best for this? Because there are several ways you can go about it. I think you should go the deep route. So yeah, you get to this, and then from there you can go straight to the inn, and from there you can go to Neuhof easily. But there are camps everywhere here. There's like 3 human camps. Probably should be careful. There's a camp right there, and there's a camp right here. They're just noping out of there. It's one thing to take for granted. Yeah. Swedish government needs to restore balance to the universe by prohibiting its citizens to spend virtual points on Twitch. And that act alone is, you know, just fate humanity restored. No, not really. Quite the opposite, actually. Like, I get the argument about kids, but why don't you make Twitch require identification then? And rather than doing it as a government that, you know, you prohibit people from doing this, so it's like fucking totalitarian. But yeah, on the, like, actually, you know what? I don't even see a problem with kids using the gamble points. Like, it's points, it means nothing, literally. You can't use it as a currency of any kind. Like, do you want to then, like, go and prohibit kids from having bets between each other about something? You know that kids do that, right? Like, kids will say, oh, let's have a bet, and like, whoever does this or that gets the other person's lunch money. That happens. Does the Swedish government prohibit that? Because that's, like, even worse than this. But you know what? Let's not talk about it. It's fine. We don't need to talk about it. You can brought up something which you really shouldn't talk about. Many games with loot boxes, are they forbidden in Sweden? I imagine.
Yeah.
Which I don't call that a good practice, by the way. I hate the state of the industry, but it doesn't mean we should, like, regulate it with the government. No, I don't think so. I would not trust our government with that kind of power. or any sort of power like this, actually. Like, government doesn't have a say in your normal daily life. Why should it? It's like, that's not good once your government starts doing that. Because it never stops. You know, today it's something innocent. Next year it might be something you actually care about. Loot boxes are cancer. Absolutely, I agree. But should government have a say in that? No? Really? Like, yes, in terms of lawsuits against a company to make it so that it doesn't contain it, for example. But should government go and say, oh, you can't buy this game? I would find it acceptable if you were required age verification for that. Maybe, if it's a loot box game. But otherwise, like, government shouldn't have a say in these things. I'm sorry.
Good afternoon.
The horse is so tired, just 1 liter of Pepsi. No, we left him behind, okay? It was a good relationship, but we no longer have the Pepsi horse. This is the good horse. About the race.
That race, it was quite something.
So the race is over? Tell me, please, how
You
did
could
it go?
leave it to the parents to monitor. It would be madness.
Atrocious.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, that's what parents are for. I know some people neglect their children, but that's not an excuse to make everyone, you know, have the government supplement parents.
Wants to buy your horses.
Why, I ought to wring your neck, you rat. That's not the kind of joke you play on a woman of my age.
At least they let you watch Twitch, fair.
Thank you, lad. But how can I ever pay you back? Wait, I've got it. You'll get the best saddle to be had in the whole province.
It's not very good, I don't think. But I'll take it. I think I have like...
Thank you very much.
Oh, we actually did buy a good saddle. What is this? What did we get? Is this garbage? Where is it? Other? All? All. Horse saddle, 4 bags, noble bags. Sidekicks, tag. It's exactly the same. So I can actually sell it. 1.2k money for it. Okay. Well, if I known that that was a reward, I would not have bought that saddle before, I guess. It's too late now. Sell. Sell the saddle. Do we want to buy? I have the money. We could improve our horse. Buying a bridle. Cavalry bridle. No, knight's bridle. Nobles is actually even better. This thing gives you... what is it? Control. It would basically cost me all my money, I think, if we wanted to go like, you know, full on horse. But... yeah, okay. 2,000. I feel like that's worth it. Let's go ahead and put it on a horse. Take that, take this, take that, take this. We'll sell the old stuff. Bring Zora's horse back? Objective failed. I should have brought the Pepsi horse, I'm sorry. Yeah, I read the chat. Hey kiddo, welcome. Sometimes it takes me a minute. But not on purpose, it's just from the nature of the thing. Have a dog hangovers. Yes, we want to keep that. Do a deal. And we've done the quest. Good. Shall I go do another? What's our current log looking like? I want to do something simple. Again, I would actually not mind visiting... I forgot the name. Is it Ratai? Yeah, Ratai. Alright. Lord Hans Capon is my nephew, is he? Are you from the house of Lords of Lipa? Is that real? I think most of these people got fucking executed during or after the Second World War, by the way. So, if you are, there are some people who actually have lineage like that, but... well, welcome. But I have my doubts, just to, you know. House of God. We could do this. It's very boring though. We could do a simple clear quest for the bandits in the forest. Let's go ahead and do that. We are at Neuhof. Right, so let's go to the inn. Also, our horse should ride faster. Luke Dale, who plays the character, but he's my nephew, right? Interesting. I know there's KCD too on us. He's a good character. Adds a lot to the game. Not the character. Yeah. No, I mean, even today, like, there are some people who actually have noble lineage, but as I told you, like, most of these people actually died out. Especially in here, at least, that's what happens after, you know, the Iron Curtain. So nobles were like, you know, bourgeoisie as well as nobles were people who just got rounded up and not very good things happened to them. So that's actually where most of the nobles went. Because they did still exist after the Austro-Hungarian Empire collapsed after the First World War. The nobles, well, still, you know, they kept some of their property and they were still around. But the Second World War kind of solved that. Okay, so we are heading for the bandit camp. I would like to go in such a way that we can easily get it. This is the inn. So if we do this way, should be able to get it. So we are here after the inn. There's a fork in the road, which is right here, I think. We follow the fork on the right side and then right again. Then it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
We should just be able to find it. Okay. Let's go this way.
Yeah.
That's it, I think. The stones. Cat noises. I don't know what they're doing, but sounds insane. There's gonna be quite a few humans, I think. But should probably be able to take care of them. I'm not gonna waste a save, but it is a bit risky, of course. There's the camp. Maybe we could go up the rocks and shoot them more, but it's fine. There is one sitting right there, but it's gonna be hard to hit him. Good spot hit. That's fine. Okay, yeah, they're coming. Got hit already, which is not great. Oh, he went straight down the cliff. Okay, they usually don't do that, but fine. This is 3 armored guys. This is gonna be pretty tough, actually. Can probably win, but I wanted to do some archery. Unfortunately, this terrain does not really suit it. There we go. One of them's knocked out, at least. The master tracks are so broken. But we do also get hit. Oh, that was on him. Now we learned them, we are gonna start to see them a lot. I should also finish off that guy who is laying there, because he's gonna come to his senses soon, and that's a problem. But these are probably a bigger priority right now. Other guy's gonna stab me, likely. We are tired, we should be careful. That's when you get hurt. There you go. Cut is great because this sword is made for cutting, really. I just don't really like cutting. Usually stabbing is, you know, much better. More reliable. It is less damage, but it hits more reliably, so you don't waste your time doing it. That guy just, like, woke up. And he's going back to the camp, and there is like, is that an archer or is that a civilian coming through? I have no idea. It's just a weird coincidence. That's an archer. Okay, I'm gonna murder him. Oh, he's running away. Stop. You've committed crime against Skyrim and her people. There you go. I'm gonna loot first. I guess we're gonna loot. Then you'll finish off whatever's left. Let's repair. Got some stuff. Armor's kits are running out quite quickly though. But I'm just casually walking by, yeah. It was like, no big deal, you know. There's a murderous Henry on the run, but I can't be bothered. It's other people's problem, okay? Good places to be. Oh no, don't read that. I ran out of tailor kits already. It's just terrible. We'll have to stop by a city for sure. Yeah, my tailor kit is looking pretty bad. But, for a good cause. We got some skill level ups. I just wish we could have done more archery. That's usually a very good idea. As it's very hard to grind. Like any opportunity you have to shoot, you should. Now, where are the other bad people? Oh, this dude is still alive. Is the dude we knocked out. You ran away? No, no one runs away from Henry. Henry the Nice, definitely not a murderer. There you go. That is a human leader mask. There we go. That's for a quest. Silver spurs. I don't think they're better than the ones we have. That is another corpse, I think. Yep. There you go. And then it's gonna be like one extra dude, maybe two, in the camp. I think it's likely one, but you never know. Also, this dude should have had weapons. I don't know where the weapons are. I don't see him. I'm not really willing to spend much time looking for him. Well, let's go ahead and put these things on the horse. There you go. Let's free up some bait. There's gonna be a chest. I don't think we'll be able to do much with it. Oh, actually, the spurs are better. Slightly more charisma. Alright. I wonder if they considered an animation for collecting the ears. Maybe. And you know, they could have done it, I think. It would feel more meaningful. Maybe a bit gruesome, but I actually wouldn't mind that. I think the game has some pretty gruesome things in it. Probably would fit like a charm. But then again, you know, maybe if you want to keep your game more kid-friendly, you don't want to do that. But I don't necessarily think KCD is a very kid-friendly game to begin with. Some shrooms. Where are the bad people? The bad people are sleeping. How dare they? Dude's dead. This was the dude we saw before. Just kind of walking around. It's just like completely inept. I think both of his ears were gone and his eyes were gone because he wasn't like able to perceive me at all, no matter how close I got. You know, that's fine. I wish we could have had another cumin, but no. Very hard, too difficult, and damn it, I was hoping we could do that, but clearly not. Alright, let's go ahead and finish this quest then. So we've done it. We've got the mask, we've got the ears. Cleared one of the camps. I actually know there's another in this very forest, but do we go for that immediately? I feel like we want to do that later.
Yeah.
What's the time of day? It's afternoon. And the camp I talked about is right there. You see them? There they are. Need to make a decision. Do we clear them out immediately? I mean, we could. We are in the process of clearing out Kemans from nearby areas, so might as well. I wish I could do some sniping, but it's gonna be pretty hard to actually do any of that. There you go. Dude got hit by an arrow and he's running away. That's actually a problem. I don't want him to run away completely. There's a rabbit. There's a lot of them, look at that. That's a lot of them, like a lot. That's a lot of bad people. There you go. Can I go around the rocks? There you go. The other people are fine with me doing this. Alright. That happened. Is that 3 of them here? We'll see. Some of this is really heavy, but the horse can handle it, I think. I'm in the stones, which is not great. Okay. Don't care about the meat. This will allow us to buy some nice things in the city, I think. Finally get some, like, the endgame gear. We probably can't afford that at this point. We'll see. For now, let's keep this on the horse. Pepsi horse can, in fact, carry it for us. Go. Gonna be some more bad people around here. I saw like 5 or something. Also there's that scout. I don't know where he went. They have a dog as well. There's a guy sleeping in there. Just gonna hit him. So we can easily do that. I'd like to... They have 2 dogs. Damn it. Dogs are actually quite nasty to fight. Because they constantly hold you up and yeah, it's just a massive problem. I know. Some people don't like dogs, I'm sorry. But we have to do it. Also, I got hit by something, I don't know what it is. Oh, that's archers, that's right. Because Marek, it's an archer. He can attack at a range. Let us murder him. I think that's pretty much it. Oh, that's the dude who ran away from me before. I wish I could sleep like that, not disrupted by the noise on the street and neighbors. Especially if your neighbors are Henry on a rampage. It's like dude completely oblivious to what's going on around him. Sometimes the humans are like completely brain dead. But other times they detect you pretty much immediately. And I'm not like, you know, using a stealth build or anything. I actually have like very conspicuous clothing, if anything. But yeah, I don't really... It's not really a factor for them. Oftentimes, I feel like it's very arbitrary if the game decides that, oh, this dude is just retarded. He doesn't see you. Even if you are literally walking adjacent to him. You know, perhaps that's no longer the case in KCD 2. Let's take his food. I'm overburdened. Let's put it on the horse. Gonna have so much garbage again, but it's 2 quests, so it should yield us a decent amount of money. And even if we have like a lot of money after I buy the best gear, it's fine. You will need a lot of it to build Przemyslowiec. But obviously it will mean that we've broken the economy of the game, which, I mean, it's gonna happen at some point, just preferably not immediately, right? And of course I missed him. I don't want to chase him like too far away. He did get shot before, so I think like if we do this, yeah, he's just dead. Hustle. Is there a lockpick? There you go, lockpicks are nice. And that's it. So now let's check the trunk. They do have a trunk in that camp. There's technically another camp in this forest, I think, but I'm not gonna do that one. There's just some linen. That's fine. Alright, that was a success. I just need to repair my stuff, and I think we need some kits once we go to a city. So I'm probably gonna run low on this. Yeah, we almost burned through another. Let's do the blacksmith's kit. This durability is 0 and it still repairs my stuff. It seems a bit off, but I guess it works. So that and Taylor's kit, yeah, it's gone. Taylor's kit always runs out the fastest, I feel like. Now we have humans. I guess in KCD 2 we can hunt Hussites for the Catholic Church. If anything, I would suspect you would be with the Hussites. They'll be setting that during that time, so who knows. My suspicion is either they like to choose, but more likely you will be with the Hussites. But they've taken creative liberties before, I have no idea. I know for a fact they will take creative liberties with one very specific thing, which is absolutely terrible. They have nobles on their side. I made a video about Hussite Wars, if you remember. Or video, it's a stream or a recording. But yes, it was not just peasant uprising, like you had peasant uprisings in multiple places in Europe throughout history. This was actually supported by many nobles. It was so many that it wasn't a normal revolt. So, you know, that's kind of why it's kind of succeeded for a long time. Otherwise it wouldn't have if it was just peasants. So this, at the time, even if you win a battle, it doesn't mean anything if you're peasants, because no one's gonna cater to your demands. You need to sell all the garbage. Yeah, it's not a video, it's a stream record VOD. But yes, I actually explained like the societal background of that. So if you're interested in that, there are also other videos explaining it. Sometimes hard to know what to watch, there's a lot. But yes, not just peasants.
My respects to you.
Straight. Sell some of the bandages as well. And start selling garbage. They'll probably make a decent amount of money hunting arrows, sell that, better hunting arrows. I feel like we've got plenty of the good ones. No, don't sell my own Gambison. And by the way, I cannot physically sell the quest item, so no need to worry about that. Because that's like a separate item that's in quest items. So that's fine. We do have some food, but I will keep it because I think we will be hungry not too long after this. Sell this. Sell that. You will need some of the human gear for a quest later, but it's not a concern, we can just wait. Another boar hide is good for us. So we'll be using that for a quest once you get 3 of them. You could also do hunting for money, but I feel like that's a lot. Also, if we have enough money, I might just buy some saber synopsis, even though it's not great. You should really do your own alchemy, it's just tedious. Let's sell these 2 skill books, we no longer need that. So these spurs, 2 lockpicks, looks good. So how much do we make? 3.4 thousand, yeah. It's gonna definitely pay us for that. Oh, I'm not supposed to, yeah. I need to hire the room again.
Can I sleep here?
Certainly.
Presets for clothing sets will be good. Stealth for armor. Yeah, if you want that. That's one of the things that's kind of tedious. There's a lot of layers to clothing. So
Just the one night?
being able to just like, you know, go into a chest and say, I want my stealth outfit and like just pick up one thing would be good. Being able to like pile together items, you know, into a set and then just say move the thing, one thing, and not have to look through the whole list for like where are the boots, where's the other stuff. But who knows if they add that. I use a mod for sorting things and even then it's kind of terrible. But I don't generally use like stealth clothes unless it's in that one specific mission in the game that's story related. I do not use the stealth like separate gear because I don't generally stealth, because I don't steal, and when you don't do thieving, stealth is way less useful than if normally. You can still kind of, you know, ambush enemies and whatnot, but it doesn't super matter. You just kill them, you know. Also, maybe you should read first. Just no preset walls. Oh yeah, for like full charisma kit. You could have like, yeah, you could have like 4 sets or something, that would be nice. And you could, yeah, you name it and pick whatever you want, you know? Because some people will want like light infantry gear as well, still like that. I don't know, I just do this, heavy armor. Don't care about stealth. One set of gear basically, it's just so I don't have to manage more, and it works. Just, you know, for playstyles of someone who wants to play differently, of course they should be allowed to, and if they can make it a little bit easier to do, then sure. That's just good. So there's no downside to making that. Apart from obviously inflating the work time needed to make that feature. You almost read all the primer. This is the second one. If we can read more, we should read some more. Did we read the whole thing? I think we did. Marathon, I suppose. Also finished that rather quickly. I guess we read a little bit before. We can have some food, but it's fine to eat in the morning. I think the food will not spoil so quick. Raw meat does spoil really quickly in this game though. So when you go hunting, you kind of do want to sell it very quickly. You know, if you cook it, it lasts for a little bit longer as well, I think. Jar of Gutting, that's for hunting. We almost are able to read the whole thing. I will do it. We don't have that much energy needed really. He's just burning through books like crazy. In 2 days we read like 4 books. 4.5. Fast. So it is. It's a shame we can't completely finish this thing, but that's fine. I also should check my perk points. I'm pretty sure we didn't assign something. Just easy to kind of forget. Okay. Let's check strength perk. There you go. Dreadful. No, we don't want enemies to flee from me. Attacks cause greater damage, but cost you 10% more stamina. Yes, we should do that. Let's do a Clinch Master though, because it doesn't have a downside. Boom. Proficiency. Maximum stamina is increased by 10%. Okay. Steady shots. A little better. Accuracy is nice, but I think I want the stamina, because it helps my melee as well. Sword. Just pick whatever. Doesn't really matter. Because we won't be using the techniques most of the time anyway. Drinking doesn't matter. Pickpocket, yeah. Secret pockets. When looting corpses, you'll find more money. Let's do that. Reading. Cushion. If you're sitting comfortably, you get a double reading bonus. Your level of study of the book you've read most of will advance automatically while sleeping or skipping time. That's very good. So you read when you wait or sleep. And that's just, you know, passively. Finishing books. Very good. Rain Man. You move on silently in the rain. Very situational. I'll just take it. It's fine. We really don't have much stealth. Alright. Let's go ahead and get up. Quest started. Lost and found. Go to the Ratai Presbytery for the lost items. What? I don't know what that is even linked to, but let's take a look. I didn't remember this. It appears you left some important things in the hands of a corpse. Gravedigger has disposed of the body and safely stored away the departed's worldly goods. And there are Ratai Presbytery that you can pick them up. What? So, like, did I put something important inside a corpse? I don't feel like that's real. I have everything. Like, what was that? Maybe a quest item? We'll see, we'll pick it up eventually. I never had this happen before. Sleep until morning, something like 7. Is that new? I have no idea. Maybe you never saw it because you also diligently picked up all the things. Maybe it's like a quest item or something. It's there to not make you lose it. Yeah, I don't remember it at all. It could also be new. I know they updated the game a bit, so like, possibly. I have no idea. Let's have some more cheese. You improved healthing because we read things passively, which is good. And let's go solve these quests we have. Just a Pepsi horse. Let's go.
Good help, you.
There you go. Little bar right here.
I've taken care of that camp.
Have you brought me proof?
Here it is.
I'm delighted to hear it. I've received another report. Some folk were ambushed by the Talbot Creek on the way towards Ujits. I reckon it'd be worth a look there.
I understand.
It could actually send me elsewhere, we'll see. Yeah, it's another camp.
Show me.
Instead of that one, we've already cleared out.
Bastards.
9 years. Alright. We trained something?
I'd
Yeah.
like to get better at fighting with a mace.
Certainly.
I'd like to practice the basics.
All right, but it will cost you. Now, pay close attention.
There you go. So, I believe that this is going to be elsewhere. Raiders, yeah, it's near Ujits. I actually did go there before. I thought we killed them, but no. it would be simple to do. It's just I don't necessarily want to just spend all of our time here just hunting random bandits. We should do some quests. I would actually love to advance the main one. It's just I know when we do this, I'm gonna spend like an insane amount of time just killing everyone that lives in that camp. So I feel like we need to pick up repair kits first, and of course like doing some side missions would be good, just not to be stuck doing the main stuff over and over constantly. But yeah, so why don't we go to Ratai, pick up some kits, and then see from there. I'm gonna be right back. I'm just gonna take a minute. Alright, let's go to Ratai then. Pick up some more repair kits. Then I'll probably do the main quest. I kind of need to do it so the game opens up a little bit more. We haven't even been to Sasau yet, but I'm kind of keeping it for later.
Yeah.
Because you don't have to go there just yet. Also, if we have what's the current money? Our money is at 6,900. We could potentially pick up some really good gear in Ratai. I'm not sure if it's gonna be enough for like 2 pieces of armor, but maybe. Certainly if we get ambushed along the way, because we could get ambushed, and ambush is good for your money, as everyone knows. So we'll see. Perhaps it's gonna happen. Civilian. There are certain places on the map where the ambush can happen. It's not everywhere. It's kind of scripted. But I don't remember all the places, of course. It's just, you know... Sometimes you do get ambushed in like the same spot over and over and then you remember it, but... Sometimes it's a bit more random. This way... I think. I wish I knew. I have no idea. We could get a better sense of where we are if I wanted to evaluate the map, but I'm just gonna go. This an ambush spot? I believe that this is an ambush spot. Or it's close to one. Going. Hunting grounds. Let's check it. Hunting is gonna be, I know about several, so if we are going the right way, who knows. Where did we exactly leave? We went through the forest, but we took a different path. Meaning that we could actually be here. No. Not necessarily. Do we know about another deer hunting ground around here? This. Guess you could be near Lerichko actually. Doesn't seem unreasonable. Yeah, we met some farm houses for sure around the mill. That's right. I think, yeah, actually we are here. Very likely we are here. That's the herbalist quest, which we need to pick up at some point before we do the main one actually. Let's go ahead and do it. Would be nice. I don't care about hunting, even though it could make us good money. Not gonna try to break the economy. If it happens, it happens, but it's kind of fragile right now. I know I could break it if I tried. Come on, Pepsi horse. Let's go. I think this is where the herbalist lives, or at least like near here. I might have it wrong though. I hope I didn't go the wrong way. Oh boy. Alright. Is this were we here before? That reminds me of the other place we found. Isn't Pepsi horse? Is he in? Yeah, I know. Just gonna call him that because he does not. Indeed, it's Yenda, meaning he does not get, you know, extremely heavy breath just from existing. We need the herbalist just also because I need to buy poison. We need poison for the quest. We need like 3 bottles of poison or something like that. Maybe 4. I don't actually know. I know that there's a little bit in the camp itself. Alright, I have no idea where we are. I hope I'm not wrong in that we are close to Lerichko though. If we are, we could possibly just get that herbalism done. Oh, wagons. Interesting. I don't actually remember this at all. Interesting place indeed. But there are no bad people. Is there like a basement? Sometimes there is like a basement area with a chest and all that. Surely there is something, right? It wouldn't just leave me here for nothing. Don't know. Maybe we might come back if it is a treasure. We do have a lot of treasure maps, and at some point we should do like a stream where we just go place to place and try to find all the warhorse stuff. I believe we are going the right way, but in order to confirm that, let's just go and see if I'm right or not. Yep, I think I'm right. I just need to go this way next. This is where the herb woman lives. Well, it's on the hill somewhere. That's not very good. Where is the thing? I can't find it actually. It's just, if I just look at it. Yeah, it's here. It's literally here. I just can't find it because I'm incompetent. Where is it?
Yeah.
Just lead me to it. I need to find the herb woman. It is vital. Is it here? Yep. Is it? No. This is like a woodcutter camp or something. Damn it.
Yeah.
Let's try. I'm sorry, this is... I know this is probably not great, but this is this. Right, so if we see the road and just follow the road back, we'll just find it, right?
Yeah.
This is the road, right? Yeah. I hope this is the one. Oh, there's a civilian.
Yeah.
And here we go. We found it. It just takes a couple of attempts. We'll need to do some talking, but I think I need to do some alchemy. I know, again, it's not the most exciting thing in the known universe. I am well aware of it. Just know that I know your pain. But we have to do it. Some people love alchemy, so like, you know. Try to imagine being those people for a bit. Start alchemy. You need to activate belladonna and some nettles. I can only make 3 of these things anyway, so it's not like I'll be here for a very long time. I need to make some of these schnapses. Give it nettles. We need to cook. Take belladonna. Wish they added an option to take more than 1 handful at a time. With like a different button or whatever. That would make sense, right? No, you cannot have that. That's technology that's forbidden. Grabbing more spice than, you know, a single handful with a single handful. Handshake, welcome. Maybe in KCD too, yeah. No, it is forbidden technology. It's 1. We need like 3, so 2 more. I know, it's painstaking. I know your pain. Just listen, okay? We need this. It is vital we get this. Boy, someone took my stuff. Okay, there you go. Nettles. I could also buy more belladonna from her actually, but I would not wish it upon my worst enemy to subject you to even more alchemy, so we'll be conservative, it's fine. Yeah, happy with a couple potions. Is it Q? No, Q is bellows. I need to be careful. Let's grind this. Need to buy the poison from her. I don't think I can make poison. Especially not the good poison, like the, you know... What is it called? Bane? It's called Bane. The best poison. Don't let it cheap out on all the humans. But I also do have some regular poison. So that's the thing. There you go. And last one, I think. Let's see. Yep. Good, the last one. Let's get divine. Nettles. We can even sell the rest of this, you know, the plants if we don't really care. We could do that. I got some useless ones actually. I should check the recipe book and see if we can make something actually different, which could be useful. I don't know. I don't think I've actually ever made the healing thing. Well, no, I did make it for a quest, but I did not make it like for myself, because you usually find these potions on enemies most of the time. not needed. Cook it. There's some advanced alchemy as well with different potions which we will have once we are at the monastery, but for now we don't need to worry about that. The only good thing would be if we actually learn something from doing these. Like getting more alchemy skill would be really nice, but it's just so slow to get. There you go. Leveled up our alchemy a little bit. Also, there's a chest. Usually these are not marked as stealing actually, believe it or not. But we can't get into it. Alright.
God watch over you, good night, especially in these dark times.
She's gonna have a
Can I do
quest.
something for you?
Yeah, she's turned in her back against. Okay, let's train. Her no herbalism. I was thinking alchemy. Let's trade first then. She does sell belladonna. I could take it for like future. Keep it on our horse. Does she sell Bane? Liquid Death. Yeah. Let's buy 3 of these things. Do we do 4? It's gonna be expensive, but again, I don't want to cheap out on the humans. So what does she buy? She would buy all my nettles. I'm okay with that. Some of these things. And we keep the belladonna. Well, it's actually 8 and 1, meaning we don't have enough for a potion anyway, so sell 1. Lose some money, that's fine. Let's talk about the quest. Poison. Yet. Yet. And when something's poisonous, it is Yedawati. Can I do something for
Is
you?
there anything I can do for you?
As it happens, there is. Drahomira, a widow from Ledechko, requested my services. But it's a long...
What is it in Swedish?
And me with my back in such dreadful pain. I simply can't face the journey.
All the way from Ledechko?
You feel a sense of pride that the best VRPG was crafted by a countryman, says Jake.
You know how folks like to gossip, especially about anyone who's better off than they.
Pride, I mean, can you feel pride about... I guess you can.
You know,
it doesn't surprise me though. It's like, you might not be aware of it, but Czech games are actually pretty good and innovative, like, for a long time. So are some other things, so not real surprising. I mean, it's good, but what I feel is it's gonna get corrupted anyway. Like, you know, money will find a way to do that, and I feel like KCD2 will not be as good in many ways than KCD1. So, I don't know, I'm a bit of a pessimist in these things, but hard to answer that. Sounds like just job for me. Exorcism, that's right.
Haunted butcher shop. More than a day's work for me.
Haven't heard that before,
It's not a task to be undertaken lightly.
Best logistics
This
ever
is a
too.
real ghost.
I would not say that, no. It also has pretty fragile economy.
In order to banish him from the
You can
world,
break it relatively easily.
do a few things.
That's why we hit on the mod.
Black cock's neck on the poor soul's grave.
Swedish, it's
What a
gift.
despicable
It's
thought.
the same word for married.
Do you know what smudging is? You'll need 10
Interesting.
flowers and some flowers from the deceased grave.
Factorio, yeah, that's
Once you
right.
have all that, bring it to the house that's being haunted.
You could
Light it on
perhaps
fire,
call it that,
and the smoke will purge
like it's
the
the
place of any
automation genre's holy grail, basically, but perhaps not forever. Maybe it's gonna get exceeded at some point by something, but if you compare it to like Satisfactory or whatever, Factorio freaking rules. Even though I don't generally play it, I don't even stream it, but it's a very good game and a lot of people really like it for a reason. Belongs up there with like RimWorld as, you know, probably one of the best games of the modern time ever made.
Sounds like fun. I'll help you.
It's
Fun.
no game. It's a very serious matter. Drahomira was terrified. And these aren't forces to be meddled with lightly.
Fine.
We need to do the quest.
Is there anything
It's
else?
okay. It's pretty quick.
That's a question for Drahomira.
It has several
You'll find her
stages
in her
though.
cottage on the very edge of Ledechko. God be with you.
Mm-hmm. It starts really simple, so we can just do that. That will do. Collect 10 poppies and talk to Drahomir. Okay, poppies. I don't think there are poppies near the village we need to go to though. So, it wouldn't be a terrible idea to take a look at the field above the village, which is this way, and see, are there poppies? If yes, collect them. So I don't want to buy them. I could have bought them off of her, but I feel like we want to be a good exorcist and take our own stuff. Also, what is this? A stone?
Yeah.
Alright. This is a hunting area, I think. Just kinda... Can the Pepsi horse make it? Yes. Yes, it can.
Yeah.
So, poppies. Looking for red. They're looking for red. I'm gonna find anything? Maybe not, I'll see. There's a lot of other plants we could really profiteer off. But I really don't want to. I don't want to break the economy because I know it's like about to break. And when it does, the game becomes very boring. So I'm trying not to. Fighting my every instinct not to collect this sage. Poppies, right? No. This is still this thing. And it's also Wormwood. No, don't even look at it. It's fine. Blood? What is this? Pepsi horse. Hey, Flornet's welcome. Yes. Well, we had Pepsi horse. Now it's no longer with us. Marigold. There we go. Is there a corpse in here? No. Is this supposed to be like an Easter egg or something? But what does this mean? It's like, it looks like someone got attacked by a freaking werewolf. You know? Sage. Yeah, but you know, he's a Pepsi horse in our hearts, and that's what matters. Because contrary to popular belief, this horse is not a Pepsi horse because it can actually walk more than 2 steps without getting completely and utterly tired. And I do not feed this horse Pepsi and fries as its only diet, so it's actually a good horse. Not like the one we had for that quest. That's where the Pepsi horse comes from. The ultimate horse. You just sit on it and it only complains, I think. No poppies, okay. Whatever. Well, whatever. It's pretty bad. Hopefully we can find some near the village then. Witchcraft. Yup. Oh boy. Not to see there. You would break your freaking skeleton by doing something like that. But it would make for a very fun game, would it? You just get crippled because I was retarded and I just rode slightly too quickly through a riverbed. It's like, the life is so weird. I don't know if I talked about it, but like, I've seen things, people, like drug addicts who live in such conditions that you would die in like, you know, from a single night sleeping in that kind of condition. But no, like normal people, they trip when they walk and they die because you fall on your face or something. Some people are able to just completely withstand things that you wouldn't believe, and it's either you die to nothing or, you know, you are superhuman apparently. I don't know. It's kind of weird how these things work. So I'm looking for poppies. I didn't see any. Also there's this, which is a source of that curse, because this is the house that was burned down, from which the person who apparently died is now coming as a ghost to spook that lady, okay? Quest, burned wood from Aloys's farm. Yes. Well, I wasn't aware that it's a thing, but we do have it now. I was thinking... poppies. Well, we do need them. I just don't know. Do they grow in this village? I don't have an idea. I don't really remember. So let's just see. Also, there might be honey. Do we care? No, there's no honey. Are we hungry? We are. We should eat this cheese and this pretzel and have a sausage. Okay. We would get very overstuffed if we ate another sausage. Apparently sausage gives you a lot. Didn't remember that. Poppies. My suspicion is if there are poppies, they're probably on that side of the town. But I don't know. Could have just bought it from the herbalist and be done with it. I'm just stubborn. So we do it ourselves. Not just because of the money, because money is pretty bountiful, but... It's a quest, you should do that, right? No. I think poppies might grow by fields, at least, I don't know. Yeah, I remember, but the thing is, it depends completely arbitrarily at where the devs decided to place them. So like, not everything makes sense in this game. How's the eco mod improved the game? Impacted? Well, I don't have any of the best stuff yet. Well, I have like 2 pieces of some of the like best gear. But at this point, normally I would have full gear and I would be sitting on like 20k or something. So, significantly, I would say. Especially when you add more expensive stuff through other mods to work have something to work towards as well. But yeah, I don't know. It depends what your experience is, because I can't tell, like, how I play the game is different to how you might play it. Therefore, I don't know how much of an impact it would have on your playstyle, because if you do steal everything, I think you could still break it. It just, you would have to steal more things, right? Because you could just like, that mod would not really do anything, because you would just be willing to spend that extra time and steal more stuff. So it depends. Like for me, I could break it easily with the herbalism. I'm just electing not to, so it still takes restraint. Otherwise, you would absolutely murder the economy of the game. Still. Which is kind of a shame, like even with the mods, it's just impossible to keep this game's economy coherent. But it's what it is. Nest. Alright. Ring. There is wormwood. Not looking for wormwood. I'm looking for freaking poppies. Okay? And usually, yes, I think that they usually grow in fields, but the fields around this village specifically, I think the devs have been cruel and not added any poppies to it on purpose. Just so you have to go elsewhere for it. Okay, well. Oh, no. There we go. Poppies being poppy. Give me poppies. Oh, I have 10 already? Oh boy, 17. Okay, let's drop 7 of these bad boys. We don't need that much. Careful. Thief. I mean, I could help you. I just don't wanna. But okay. It's some melee XP, which is always good. Melee, unarmed. It gives you warfare XP as well. This dude's haircut almost looks like Japanese haircuts from like medieval period. I don't think that's normal here, but okay. Unfortunately, he's unconscious, so he's gonna take his thing. Must be going bad? What?
You showed him.
Okay.
Thank you. That thieving magpie. You can't trust anyone these days. And
He just
so
took
you
it,
know I'm
okay.
no pinch purse. Here's a small reward.
Thanks.
Alright. Just go for money, that's almost nothing, but the XP is valuable. Let me just have some more cheese. Four groschen, time to retire. Well, funnily enough, like super early game, if you play the game for the first time, 4 groschens are actually pretty good. But yeah, for this, it's like nothing. It's like, thanks. But then again, we did almost nothing, so you know, I didn't like need it or anything, but might as well take it. Right, we are going to the quest about the exorcism. That's right. So I was collecting nonsense. Also, there's this mill, which will have a quest later, I think. But we are looking for a butcher. So that's up. Also, we could potentially take a bath, I think. Kind of filthy. Also, is this a tailor? Yeah, I actually need tailor's kits. Let's go ahead and take it. Assuming it's open. It is. Can you do trade? There you go.
I'm honored that you should.
We apparently sold him garbage before. So, okay. Where are your kids? Small. I won't even... Bigger ones are expensive. I think it's a scam if you do the big one. It doesn't do quite as much as you might think. So I don't actually believe it's worth it. Let's put this on the horse. Wash. And let's go see the butcher. Which I think it's, yeah, right there.
God save.
I always presume the bigger ones were more efficient. Yeah, I also did not test it, but I'm under the impression that it's a scam. They do cost, what is it, 5 times as much? So do they offer 5 times as much durability, or better, so that they are worth it?
The herbalist Kunhuta sent me. I'm here because of the ghost.
You don't look like you know a thing about ghosts. Why didn't she come herself? Why did she send someone so young instead? Do you know anything at all about exorcisms?
Of course I do, that's a stupid question. Okay, let's just do this.
She was in too much pain to make the journey. But you can trust me. I know what I'm doing.
You'd better. Well, get to work then.
There's a few things I need to know first.
I'd rather you just got on with it. But I don't suppose I've got any choice. So ask.
What exactly has been going on?
It happens at night. Every night now an apparition comes to me and I can't get a wink of sleep. I can't take it anymore.
Whose ghost is it?
His name was Alois and he had a farm not far from Ledechko. A few years ago, his farmhouse burned down with him in it.
I've heard that people who die such horrible deaths seldom rest in peace. Why do you think he chose you of all people?
How am I supposed to know? Maybe because we're neighbors. We grew up together as children.
I suppose that makes sense. Where is Alois buried? For the exorcism, I'll need flowers from his grave.
He's laid to rest in the
I'll have to go to
Sassau
Sassau for it,
cemetery.
yeah.
His grave
At least we know about it.
overgrown with vines. I've been there a few times for a visit. The first day he appeared, I prayed at his grave, but he came again just the same.
I know everything I need to know.
Then for God's sake, perform the ritual as soon as possible. May the Lord watch over you.
Right. As soon as possible, meaning I'll be back in like, 85 years. It's okay. Godspeed.
Yeah.
You could play some chumps, I guess, but I don't really wanna.
Yeah.
Let's go. Are we going to Ratai? Yeah. Let's go to Ratai. Need to collect some more kits. That'll probably make the journey to do the main quest, even though I really should delay it. Even more, I think. Well, it depends. If I do need to delay. When are you supposed to get Pious? I guess Pious comes in a bit later. Does he? I wish I'd known. Surely that comes in later. Pious comes in later. Because the thing is, we know where the camp is, supposedly. We should search for it, sabotage it, then we have a battle. Right? But the thing is, there's supposed to be a quest where the last one of the bandits that attacked Neuhof and is part of the SM crew, he's supposed to be Pious and he's hiding in the Sasa monastery, right? And so in order to get to him, we'll have to join it as a, under the guise of a monk. But when does that quest come into play? I think later, because I surely did not miss it. So you have to do it, it's the main quest. I just don't remember when exactly does it happen. And why does it happen later than the rest of the cronies from his group. At this point we could consider a turn actually. What's the time? Yeah, it's too late for a date with Teresa? Yeah. We have a hard time recalling her name there. I think it is Teresa. But we should do that as well, it's a quest. It's a bit laggy. Alright, we want to talk with the armor, most of all. Also, there's the whole thing about, oh, collect your garbage from this person, right? Which we had lost and found. Yeah, but where's that? It is literally here. Okay, first, let's do some trading. This gear is gonna be from a mod, that's why it's so expensive. That's why we have something to work towards.
What can I do for you?
Let's check. Kingdom of Bohemia Kuras, yep, almost all of my money. Let's go ahead and take it. Also, I'm gonna sell this one immediately, and we still have 2.4k. I don't think that's enough for anything, but I could be wrong. It's my current, it's riveted arms, right? Yeah. So if I want better ones, this is 14 armor. Plate, simple. Plate, Saxon. Probably want the Saxon ones. No, they actually have worse armor. Why are they more expensive when they have shittier armor? Well, they're lighter, I guess. But it doesn't make much sense. Polish, what is the best? Milanese? 2.8k though, which we don't have, so it's what it is. We'll go ahead and just pick another piece of armor. What about Gambeson? Do you not sound like a very good one? No. We need to go to the tailor, and we already bought the best one from him before. What else? Gauntlets. I don't think this really matters. Legs, perhaps, or yeah, helmet as well. There's this Grand Bassinet, which actually is the best helmet for now we can get, I think. We should buy this. And then also pay for repairs. Basically all our money gone. Let's repair. The lecturer service. Now I want to switch. Where's the armor? You know, Bohemia Cuirass? What if we strip away the gambeson for a sec? For the thing. Yep. Looks pretty good, just, you know, you will have to wear an overcoat, so you won't see that. Always do the claustrophobia perk, so Henry never gets helmets like that in my playthrough. But it's really good. Okay, and this one matters a lot. But the thing is, like, you know, a lot of these have visors. Why doesn't Henry put up his visor when he's not in combat? Because he does that physically, like when he goes into combat you see the slit. But he doesn't do it when he talks to people. Because the game is a bit special with that. I'm not here to fix the game, like that's a significant oversight, but I'm not here to fix it. Like if there are games like that. It's weird to see them on him. I don't know, I don't feel like it's bad. It is a bit weird, but at the same time, you know, I don't see a problem with it. See the nature, no people. Yeah. Henry the psychopath. Supposedly, I'm supposed to collect stuff here. Do I need to break into your house? This is gonna be a problem if people see me do it. I just want to know what this is. Yeah. Man with the iron mask. It's weird they can't actually give some groschen to beggars. No. It's illegal. This Henry's a psychopath. Okay. Like this. Why would a psychopath? Well, no, that's kind of not correct. Psychopaths are like that. Sometimes it's like completely erratic. Like detached from normal human behavior. So actually, also what the fuck is this? The crate? This is the crate. Just need to lockpick it. So it's supposed to be a person that gives me this, but there's no person. I'm also not supposed to be here. Quest, mask, human leader. Ah, there we go. I'm gonna take the money, but you can keep the garbage. I should have not have taken the money, by the way. I could throw it out, I guess, but that's for making me do crimes, okay? Because the game said, oh, you forgot something on one of the enemies, and yes, but what does that have to do with anything? Alright. What are we doing? Well, there are some more quests to do. I just don't want to do them. What we should do is pick up more repair kits. Also, is this what is this? Is this a blacksmith quest? No, Kunesh. Kunesh is a quest.
I see you survived.
Yeah, it's a helmet.
You still owe me. Don't think I've forgotten.
Oh, this is almost like a frog face bassinet, which is used exclusively for like mounted turning combat, not actually for like actual combat. It has to be reasonable.
You really want to make me angry? You really think that's wise?
No, I don't. Fine, I owe you. What am I supposed to do about it? You think you'll get anything from me? Look at what I've got. But maybe I could. Maybe I could tell you where you can find some money.
There's a lot of bandits near Scouts. Can kill them.
Alright then. Start talking.
No. First I want you to swear you won't be demanding anything else from me.
Very well then. Talk.
When we were running from Skalitz, I heard something. I don't know who said it. It's a miracle I could...
Hooded Horse has been given out helmets as promotion for men lots like this one.
under a dove.
Under a dovecote?
Interesting.
That's all I know. How many dovecots could there be in Skalitz? If you've got the guts to go back there, you're bound to find it.
Fine. We'll see.
Got a quest. Stuff. Yeah, more kids.
Close and have a smell. Fresh, fresh.
Also, we did save the game, meaning that kind of wasted it. Did I see that right? Did you just T-pose and sideways teleport in? Or like, you know, slowly, just like, shit, without actually walking? I think he did.
My humble greetings. How may I serve?
Humble greetings. Let's get some more kits. Do the thing. They are actually quite expensive. They're ripping me off. The village people had better prices. What a scam. Okay, well, we got some tailor kits, which is rather important. Let's put it on the horse. Now we should go to do the main quest. I think so. It's just, you know, I always worry because this is a main one. Once you do it, like, things start to happen in the game. But we should do that at this point, I think. T-pose.
Yeah.
It's very British.
Yeah.
It's very British, isn't it? Let's just go to Talmberg. From there we can go to the forest and do the thing. We'll kill, like, everyone in that camp, essentially, to be able to sabotage it without having to sneak. You can do it when, like, you just kill a human, equip his garbage, talk squiggles, get in, sabotage the garbage, get out. But they can get on your case, which, and it happens pretty bad, because then you are in the middle of the enemy camp, full of enemy people, and you wear human garbage. Therefore, anything that kind of hits you does cause significant damage. I'm much more fond of a total solution, which is kill everyone. Because you absolutely can do that, and then just, you know, poison the kettles in the empty camp. Burn the arrows in the empty camp. Report back that you've sabotaged the camp. Even though you've killed like 100 people. I don't know if there's 100, I suspect there's like at least 40, maybe more.
Yeah.
It is not supposed to be easy to do that, and it's not, but I feel like we are strong enough.
Yeah.
I could also be horribly wrong though. It depends. Can I use the archery? If we can use the archery for a bit, it would definitely help.
Yeah.
It's like it takes 1 or 2 arrows to knock someone out with that, which is pretty good. I really don't want to get into a scrap on the way there though. So we need to, you know, keep our inventory nice and clean. Our gear repaired. So in a pristine condition to do it.
Yeah.
But the game could decide to ambush us. There's a lot of places that have possible ambushes. I think we just passed through one.
Yeah.
And we have arrived at freaking Neuhof, haven't we? Yeah, I think I'm at Neuhof. It's not the end of the world, but yeah, obviously we took sort of a bad route. We should have gone this way, went this way. It's hard without a map. You don't have a map when you play on hardcore, so... Oops. Where is this stable? That's towards Ratai. This way. There you go. And we head this way. Don't remember where the inn is. It's probably here-ish. I'm in the field, this is not a road. I didn't kill anyone in that camp, but I saw everyone later in the castle. I was at the bottom of a tower and everyone had to climb down the ladder and to get to me, so I just massacred them then. Yeah. That's smart. Usually the castle's pretty hard to do, actually. This camp is hard because you need to be fair. You will get attacked by a lot of people and there's not much cheese you can do. But there is some. You can do some cheese. I figured out sort of the archery exploit by being a little bitch and just running around and jumping across obstacles and shooting people. You can do the same with a sword, but of course the more enemies there are, the less reliable that is. And it can actually be really painful. There are 2 quests here. I should do them at some point as well. Okay, let's talk to these people. So we know about the quests at least. So otherwise I will forget, likely. He's gonna be actually one of the important people later on, Andrew.
God be with you.
He's a bit of a scammer as an innkeeper. What's happening around here? I guess. Training, what does he train? Axe.
I'd
I'm
like
sure.
to learn to fight better with an axe.
Certainly.
I'd like to practice the basics.
All right. But it'll cost. Now.
We don't have much money left. We got like 800, which is fine. Got a perk point from that. Needed for the tournament.
How's trade? Any trouble around these parts?
Nothing we can't handle.
Nothing we can handle. Okay.
Good luck.
Well, if you're not gonna talk, I'm sorry, but can't really help him. Old whore.
God preserve you, good night. Can I do something for you?
You waiting for someone?
Not anymore, young man. I was waiting for you. You look like a clever sort of fellow, and chivalrous too. You wouldn't be the damsel in distress, would you?
Why? Do you know of one somewhere?
Now, Hansel. Don't be mean. I've got a job to offer. There's an old grandad sitting in the alehouse there. Yesterday he made use of my services and he said he'd pay me in the morning. Only now he pretends he doesn't know me. I want you to take the groschen he owes me from his purse and bring them to me.
I'm on it. I'll be back with the coin before you know it.
May the Lord watch over you.
Can you just give her the coin? No. Her full accepting credit. Yeah. It's like, you know, the game needs to come up with a quest. I could see it in like, you know, maybe just talk to him. I don't remember this at all. Tricks of the trade. Is that it? Blacksmith, soul code, sorcery. Ah, yeah, that's so. Woman's corn, yeah. Raiders, disable that. Also, just... I don't need the guides for these. Just the game activates it randomly without my consent. Oh, Gamba? I hear Gamba. Do you want me to Gamba? It's pretty bad though, I will lose all my money like last time. We lost like 1,000. The person who won that from me was like ridiculous. He never saw that much money in his life. It's this dude. But how am I supposed to steal from him? It's ridiculous. I can't pickpocket him, I can't talk to him. Okay. Well, that's it. There's a reason why local innkeepers play a vital role in a resistance or suppressing them. They know everything and everyone. Yeah, they do. Do we do Gamba? I don't wanna, but...
I'm honored that you should
fine.
come to me.
Let's play some dice.
I hear you like a game of dice.
I'm gonna die. I'm gonna lose everything. Well, he doesn't accept that much. Let's get a prediction. Just 30 seconds. If you want to predict, you can. Let's do maximum bet. Last time we lost, by the way, for anyone who would be looking for the information. We do use this die.
Your fame precedes you, but you won't get the better of me.
10 against 100 points. Oh boy, jeez. Such a massive prediction. Okay, whatever. Take this. Take the 5. Reroll that. I do hear some check. Okay. Let's just score and pass. One die was left. It wasn't worth doing.
This'll be the one.
The NPC can get lucky. I've seen them get like 3,000 in one roll, by the way. So it depends what the game decides. I also am terrible at dice. I'm not sure if I told you, but I often completely miss a lot.
No, I don't.
Of the what is it called? Erode? Or something like that? I have no idea. Reroll this. Something.
I'll be right back with that.
Probably worth just rerolling that. It's a bit risky. And I'm just gonna score 1,000 points. He got 400 so far, but he's playing now. And again, I've seen massive swings before.
That's it.
He's got a lot of 6s. There you go. Is he gonna reroll that? No. I was thinking, sometimes they do risk it. It's called straight line in poker, yeah. Maybe. I have no idea. We have mods for it. Let's do a test. Thank you. Feels good not to have to do it for once. Is this... does this count as something? 500, yeah. And 6? No. Let's just score. Thanks. I don't want to disable links because it's sometimes important. Because that would hit the normal people instead of actually, you know... Yeah, you disable the bots, but... Sometimes I need someone to share a link, so...
Here we are.
Now I'm for the chop.
Yeah, good on permaban.
The best of health.
So many. Yeah, they usually also like happen at once, if you've noticed that. Because they... well, it's bots, right? So that's how it works. I presume. Just score. They're not sus already, yeah. It's like, if there was any doubt...
This'll be the one.
No, it's not people. It is really not. So don't feel bad about trashing it, you know. Just take revenge against Skynet. Found out that we are gambling, yeah. It's like we like high stakes around here, so yeah. Surely I can spare some money for some gamba to get more viewers. Oh jeez, what would I do with more viewers? I don't know why I would want followers, because this doesn't translate to anything. Really, it's like, how about you pay money and get absolutely nothing? Yeah, you know, that's not how life works. It like works for channels that have not even 50 followers, because that's what they need to get monetization at all. Oh boy, this was monstrous roll, yeah.
No, I don't.
Monster roll for him. It wasn't a complete monster roll, but close. What did I get? 600? One die left still. Okay, well, let's score that. I can't reroll one. That would be retarded. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Yeah, I'm sorry. I just don't see it most of the time. One gun, yeah.
Finished.
It's fine. It is, you know, I embrace it. I often miss it. In fact. I think we've got a bunch here. Now let's reroll that. It's a bit risky, but I feel like we need to risk. So it's not completely boring. And I think we got... Did we get everything? No. We cannot score the 6. Okay, I have to accept. We need 300 and he cannot get 1400 in one roll. He got 3 2s, but he does not want to score that.
We'll see.
It's taking the 1s.
No.
Bust. Alright. First bust from him. I think we win, right? Unless something bad happens. Reroll that. We need 200 points. There you go. I think we got him. Yep. Just, you know, play it safe.
Enough. I'm done with this.
There we go. Got some money. It's still not anywhere close to how much we lost in total from Gamba, but it is a thing. Also, okay. Like Sam predicted. Yeah, enjoy your 10 points, Sam. Did we... yeah, you resolved the prediction. Good. Thanks. It's good to have mods. Enjoy your 10 points, Sam. You know about the prices of the redemptions, right? So like 10 points is like less than nothing. Also, where am I going? Oh yeah, Talmberg. Let's go. Points, not 10, and I retire undefeated. Sorry, didn't want to insult your Gamba. No, I'm glad you took part in it, actually. It's the, you know, it's called engagement. I know it's completely foreign to most viewers, but it's called engagement. And you get it, which I appreciate. There's a battle rabbit. What are you doing? You are running away. Why? Oh, because you are bad people. Can I just have a sword? Oh boy. Getting destroyed by a polearm person was not part of the deal. It's just so rude. Where is the dude? Oh, he's running away. Can I get him? There's wild pigs, which I actually need a pig hide for a quest, but I'm not willing to stop and do that. Come on, I almost had him and then I pressed the wrong button. There you go. No, don't run away from me, I'm tired. We are the Pepsi man, meaning I can't run away or run after you because of, you know, the Pepsi syrup instead of blood. It's like a jam. It does not flow. There you go. Now, the question is gonna be, are there gonna be more bandits still? Because sometimes they do despawn. We actually will be in Talmberg and I will have the skins, I think, to do the quest. Which is interesting. Did they disappear? I think I still see a corpse there. Also, where's this other guy? Did we oh yeah, we murdered him here. That's right. That's him. This is the poem. Also, there's someone giving up. There's probably a guard. Actually. Yeah, take it. It's not great value, but it's some money, and we currently don't really have much. Deer hide will be useful for a quest later. We should stop by an inn before we head over to the main quest. Those are bandits, I think.
Hey! Who's there? Who are you?
There you go. And the other dude just ran away, right? Oh boy, no, he did not. Or is it the guy who was kneeling? This guy was probably kneeling. He just got knocked out. Even though I did not actually hit him like a single time. That's Oh, he was the one who was giving up, that's why. Are you giving up? Yeah. Well, let me just quickly fix that. We don't do survivors around here. Just so you know. Oh, it's stealing. You see, this is stealing, even though it's called bandit. So I'm gonna just take the money. So I in fact do not want to have stolen stuff on me, because it's just a hassle. This is also stealing. This encounter on the road lets me remember the good times in Baldur's Gate 1, where you could get into a fight when in transitioning zones. Go to an inn before you head out. Could take the potion and drink it. Yeah, but why? I'm not wounded. I don't need it. It's just, it would make me full, I guess. But that's like, I don't need that kind of value. If I was like super desperate for money, I would still take the stuff and just sell it as stolen stuff. But we do not need that. I don't think we will need that. So, you know, it's fine. Put the arrows on the Pepsi horse. So are there other bad people? Are we like done with this? I don't know. I know that we've taken what we could, so just go ahead and go into Talmberg. It's getting a bit late, which is fine. If it's nighttime, I think some of the bad people will be sleeping, which is good. And Henry is a vampire. He does not care about... Or vampires. You know, he can ride in sunlight, but he does not care about normal people behavior, like, you know, going to sleep when it's dark. So we can literally keep him up forever by letting him eat enough onions. This is how human beings operate. So yeah. Simple food. Yeah, you could. It's just a hassle. I don't want to manage that. Because then you forget one of the things you've taken from the inventory by mistake, and it stays in your inventory. Then you start selling things, you don't notice it, and goes like, oh, suddenly you get ripped off by like minus 70% because you had one stolen onion in that whole bunch of stuff you sold. You know? Yeah, I'd rather not do that. How about we just don't take the onion instead? I think it's a valid approach. We don't need it. But of course, if you fiend for value, you can. You absolutely can do that. You even should, like, take the stolen stuff and peddle it separately and all that, but I just don't care. It's just a hassle. It's just the game is retarded and it labels things like that. Those were bandits and they were labeled as stealing from them. And it's not the first time I've seen the game do that. The game does that relatively consistently. At least in like 5 different places I remember, so... You know, frustrating? It is, but it's not like a big deal because you don't need the money. But it still is annoying, for sure. Especially when it like fucks up with your, if you do it unintentionally, it's the worst. Onion stealing always brings to you bitter tears. Bad idea, yeah. The more you peel the Soviet onion, the more you cry.
Greetings, good night.
And other Hearts of Iron 4 wisdom. Sell. I'm here to sell you snake oil, which I did not even make myself. Good people, come closer, take a gander. We want both of these things. It's for a quest. We need the hides. Actually, I should do the quest as well. We've read this, and that, and this. We actually running out of books to read, which is not usually what people have as a problem. Oh yeah, give me a room.
I suppose I could. For how long?
One night. let's check. I've got the boar hides. Let's take it also from my inventory. Let's... I will need like the... I should take these rabbit hides, I think. That's gonna be the next quest. And just sleep and save until morning, it's fine. The Tanner does wake up a bit late though. So I might like sleep until 8 or something. We'll probably have to buy some food from the tavern people. I do have some food on me, but it might spoil, I don't know. We'll see, like, sleep half a day basically. It's terrible, but, you know. So it is. You could have read a book, I guess, so just... I have 2 only, so... When you rest or wait, Henry will read some books by himself when you have the prop for it, which I do. Should pick some more books up at some point, but they're expensive. But not as much as... I feel like they should have made the books much more expensive than they did. That was one of the ways they could have made the economy less prone to spontaneous combustion. But of course it wouldn't necessarily solve it, because you could still use the myriad of sources how to make a ludicrous amount of money to still break it. Perhaps not as quick. Okay, we need to put some of our herbs on the horse. Put it on the horse. Also, I should check my horse. What's the horse? Inventory. Oh, we have arrows, yeah. I'll sell the arrows as well. Okay, the tavern keeper's not around. That's not promising, because the tanner might also be sleeping still. Or like, you know, hanging around his house instead of being outside. We'll see.
Yeah. Yeah.
The tanner lady would buy some of my stuff. Good morning. Let's sell the hunting arrows. I think that's him.
What's that?
No, that right? Yeah.
Jesus Christ be praised.
All those handwritten and hand-painted books are way too cheap. They are, yeah.
I've got those hides.
For sure. If you aim for just accuracy reasons, for sure. Give him all the boar hide.
Now that's what I call quality.
They were very damaged.
Fine.
Because it's what I found on the bandit.
Couldn't you use some hides?
Aye. I've got an order from the monastery for hare hides. They make belts from them to ease backache. I shouldn't wonder if the old abbot wears one himself.
I've got those hides you wanted.
Now that's what I call quality. That'll do me just fine. Here, you've earned a bit of coin.
Couldn't you use some hides?
I need the hide of a sturdy roebuck.
Yeah.
He's a wealthy merchant after one to hang on his wall.
One? I have one. It's just in the trunk. So like, do you need one? Is that real? Or do you need 3 again? Skin. 1. I do have one. And we still technically own the room, I think. It's just tedious. But getting rid of this quest would be nice, so I don't have it anymore. It does pay a little bit of money, which is good. Some speech XP and whatnot. Yeah, it's still illegal to come here. Where is the skin? Roe deer. We actually have a lot. Could sell some of it. Maybe later, it's fine.
I hope I can be...
I should not sell that. No! I wish I was incompetent at pressing buttons. It was really bad. Okay, what did I want to do? I don't even know. Yeah, this hide. Sell that. Preserver, just sell that. We'll keep the poison. Also, we've got loads of this, so let's sell like 4 of that. Liquid death, we need that. Let's go.
Yeah.
Do not run over the peasants. So even people who own PS5 or other console do deserve a right to live.
I've got those hides you wanted.
Sell this, or give him that.
Now that's what I call quality. That'll do me just fine. Here, you've earned a bit of coin. And like I promised, I'll teach you something.
Teach me something? Okay, that's all the quests from... Did I really get a skill? I think it's a scam. I did not get a skill. Whatever, you know? We don't need to have nice things. It's fine. We could also get light to our face. That's also okay. It's an option in life. Maybe it was maintenance, but we have full maintenance or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Stuff. We are going to, yeah, the main quest. Meaning we have to murder a lot of people. Bad people though, might add, of course. This is good Henry playthrough. Also there's this horse. Yeah. The Pepsi horse will now be stuck here forever. Yeah. Because that quest is technically over. The one where we should have brought him back. Pepsi horse is gonna stay there forever. I feel kinda bad for that, but yeah. It's fine. Couldn't be bothered. Okay, so we are heading for the enemy encampment, and I know it's kind of hard. I don't remember exactly the instructions, so this is gonna be relatively hard to achieve. That's this burned out house. I think we should go this way, but I could be wrong because it's in the woods and like very specific area, and unless you know, you're likely not gonna find. Oh boy, another encounter. You've had so many. Okay, whatever. I'll do it, because I have a mod, I think. We don't care about overburdened when riding a horse. Okay, are these guards? No. These are bandits and... Cumans. Oh, Warhammer dude. This dude has like one of the best helmets in the game. I need to be very careful. Dangerous Travels mod? No. I do not have that, I don't think. I did have it one time, but then I removed it, and this is a fresh install. So it shouldn't be here anymore. Wish we could dispose of some of these guys quicker. That guy with the armor, it's a very good helmet. The Hound Skull Bassinet. Master Strike. At least they are still fighting each other as well, which is kinda useful to me. Come on. No, stop. Okay, they are fighting. It's such a mess. Okay. This Warhammer dude needs to die. I don't want to smash the helmet completely, but it could be necessary. Cutting is good. So this sword is made for it. Also, one of the bad people is running away, I think. Not sure how that's gonna play out. There you go, that's a cat. Master Strike. What joy. That was a hit, it just didn't seem like it, but it was. Ouchies. There you go. We lost that. There's another guy. I need to win this. We need to win this fight. That is another guy. Okay. Surely this guy cannot have much more life in him left. Come on. He does wear like endgame armor. That's what I was mentioning. Is that this is gonna be really hard to do. There you go. Something, but I'm very worried. Yeah. Got smacked. This is gonna also erode our armor quite a bit. I could try archery, but I'm very worried that I would just get jumped and we wouldn't be able to do it. I don't see a good obstacle for that. For archery. Just a stab. There you go. That is a good hit. It just, you know, we also do bleeding damage. This is all the master strokes. Come on. Surely you are almost dead. Just keel over. You've been hit 500 times. Surely that's enough. He's kind of wavering. When he gets hit, the posture is getting worse. Which is usually a sign that his stamina is depleted, meaning that his health is lower. We'll see. This is good practice, if anything else. And I was just wondering in. They often do. I've seen them in, like, past 2 battles. It was like chilling. Yeah, I know. You want to stab me. I know. Just stop. It's time to stop. Sometimes you just need to, you know, take a look at your life and say, maybe, just maybe, it's time to stop. There you go. You absolute monster. You need to die. It's been enough. It's been long enough. Also, this dude has an axe, and I'm very scared of that as well. So it could technically be very, very problematic for us to deal with. This thing, I'm just getting fucking destroyed. Okay, it's something. Not a stab. Bugger. Well. What is it? I can't, I'm getting fucking destroyed. Okay, my head is hurt a lot. This is a problem, actually. I'm bleeding. We need to win quickly, and I can't win against these guys, it seems. It's like too powerful. The late game enemies are just too powerful for me at this point. The game thinks that we are supposed to be facing off against them. I don't know why, because I certainly don't feel like it yet. But it's true that we've been getting a lot of equipment, so I guess that's how it judges it. If I get hit much more, we're gonna die. Come on! Don't get absolutely destroyed. I just need to kill him. He got hit so much. Surely he's close to death. I'm wounded. Careful, careful, careful. We are tired. It's so stressful for me. You. No! Stop. I need to finish him off. No, you won't deprive me of my prize. Unfortunately, he did. Okay. Well, he can't run far. I think. Because he got hit a lot. He's probably gonna bleed out. But it's possible he will just escape, which would be rather unfortunate.
Come here.
I can't heal when we are in combat, so just need to hope we win quickly because yeah, it's getting long, and if I get hit, yep, we die. Fuck. We did save when we left Talmberg, but this is just annoying. Such a long fight, and it's just completely for nothing. Yeah, great. Should have maybe used Saber Snaps before the battle, yada yada. I know it's expensive, I don't want to do it on every corner. Oh, is it before I did the... Yeah, it's before I did the thing, isn't it? Pain, misery, suffering. I'll need to do the thing again. At least I can do it in such a way that we bring this thing right off the bat, which is good. Put this one in the trunk. Just one. And also, how long has the stream been? Very long. I'm just gonna do this so we have it ready for next time, so I don't have to repeat that. But we'll be ending the stream soon. I had enough with that fight. I would not be able to today kill the 40-ish bandits in that camp. My sanity is already kind of eroded from that last fight. It just felt like the attacks we did almost nothing. Should have cheesed him, but archery. Because I bet it would be like 2 arrows or 3 arrows, you would die. Just melee sometimes is incredibly hard to do when the enemy has a shield. It's almost impossible. Where's the dude? I know you exist. I saw you before. There you go. Let's go into this field. This is not a forbidden area, but they react to it as such because the game is great.
I've got those high.
Yes, I'm just gonna give you all the boar hide.
Now that's what
I know. Yeah. We heard this before. We do the same thing with this.
Now that's...
Yeah. Now another one. It's the last.
I've got those high.
There you go.
Now here. God be with you.
Good, and that's done. So we are ready for next time. And I can just use an exit save, but it's not an actual save. If you die, it will erase this progress, of course. But yeah, that's gonna be it. I did enjoy it for the most part, apart from that last fight that was really unsatisfying and terrible. But well, maybe we can finish the game at some point. I would like to be done with it, so we'll see about that. So next time we'll do a main quest. So assign a point here, axe murderer. Against the women you get more damage. To show a reference, like some people who committed murders here in modern Czechia actually used axe as a weapon. I think this is, yeah, pretty bad. Whilst in combat you take 5% less damage, that's just better, so just go ahead and get that. Oh, let's drop an exit save right here, so again, thank you for watching. See you around, and is there someone we want to raid? Does someone exist? Well, a lot of people playing KCD actually, but that's not what I'm interested in. Interested in people who we are following. Okay, Colin is streaming something. Brokers and resources. Okay.